Such a good movie.
Hi. How's everybody doing?
We're good, Mr. Churchill. How's the war room?
Look, it's a good joke. It's a great joke, even.
We were sitting here joking about it the whole time.
Oh, good. Because welcome to Odoron, a completely new homebrew world, separate from the one of the Monday campaign. And the one that this will take place in. Obviously, thank you, Aang, one of our players in this campaign, for raiding us and getting us started with a bang. So with that, it has been roughly 1,300 years since the kingdom of Odoron that gave its planets its name and charted the original world. City of powerful mages who delved into magics that us today in this world can't even understand. Created magics and spells that ultimately would result in the devastation. All that is known, even by those accounts from elves, humans, and dwarves that survived it, is that it just erased the continent of Odoron from existence. They are to be believed, water flooded into the crater where the once mighty kingdom stood and exposed the land, making the continent that we know today. In the immediate aftermath, it was shaken with earthquakes and storms, damaging the planet even more and scarring the landscape. However, it does, as time does, life finds a way and began to grow and fill in these new lands. Humans and the other races of the planet spread from their small insular communities and claimed this new land for themselves. They created new kingdoms and surrounded the old kingdoms of elves and dwarves and the others. Over the more recent centuries, new kingdoms and new issues have arisen as conflicts, as innovations in magic and technologies have scared many that remember the devastation into thinking what happened could happen again. In more recent months and years, the elves of Ceres and Alarion have despised each other, but are now pushing for de-escalation of the more militaristic cultures of the humans in Storm Maw and Storm Point, both of whom are recently trying to increase their borders with no resistance. Those who rely on sea trade are now being squeezed out by these two kingdoms and are considering more drastic measures, including going to the pirates from the Gunpowder Gulf and making a heavy profit running items through the blockades. Well, that is the main point of contention and the main history, or the main conflict of the world that the city-states of Odoron are interested in right now. The three kingdoms of the dwarves, the Kun, the Thurim, and the Kel, have united under one banner for the first time since before the devastation. This is thought to be believed because they believe that the Dwergar, thought to have been long buried in the Dwerar Mountains, are starting to stir again. And it is from there that we start our campaign. And with that, I need everyone to roll initiative, please. All right.
12.
I was going to say, anybody got over 20?
I got 16.
All right, 20 to 16. So 16 for Lucius. Anybody else in the 20 to 16 range?
17.
17 for Dunce. All right, 15 to 10.
14.
14 for Dietrich.
The 12 for me.
Yes. Give me 1 second. $12 for Emrys. All right, what did my last 3 get? Barzu.
I got a 7.
What did Rook get?
Rook got a 5.
5. You all remember scattered memories. Things being poured down your throat, this green kind of slime, and then losing consciousness again. You have no idea how many days it's been since you were whacked over the head with a mallet. But now, as you find yourself jostling in the cart, you come to.
I immediately check my pouches and see if my money is still there.
Your money. You try to, and you realize that your hands are bound in front of you. But you can end up
Son of
searching
a
your
bitch.
pouch. You can search your pouch, and your money is still there.
I do a quick scan around me. What's going on? Like, I see a bunch of,
Give me one
I
sec.
see a bunch of characters, I guess.
Yes, you do. You're
Hey,
chained.
you're finally awake.
Yes. Hey,
You're
you.
finally awake.
You're finally awake. There are several Dwergar wearing similar cloaks to the ones that you remember before you were knocked unconscious. Standing guard in a cart. Several other people chained to you. With that, Dunce, you're up first. Lucius, you're on deck.
Let's see.
We have our stuff. I'm so confused. Like,
Yeah, are we chained up?
You are chained up, but you still seem to have your items on you.
even our weapons? That's
Yes.
incredibly strange.
Do I have the ability to use my hands to like move them, or are they chained together to where I can't do that?
They are chained together, but you do have movement to use them.
Hmm,
Some movement to use them.
curious. Very curious. I'm assuming I start noticing that my fellow chained up. Oh, wait a minute. I'm next to who am I next to?
You're
I
next
think
to
you're next to
Dunce.
me.
Yes.
Yeah.
So what are you looking like, Dunce?
Yeah, that's actually a really good question.
Cause like, you got knocked out. I don't know, cause you said you're a changeling, right? So
Yeah, I would assume that I would just be my default changeling form at this point since I
Mhm.
was unconscious. I
Yep.
probably can't sustain.
oh my god, I'm just like imagining Lucius just like, oh, you're
There's a-
finally awake kind of thing, and he starts looking around and he looks to his right. Oh god,
Yep.
you don't have a face.
Yeah.
Alright, so Dunce, what are you
Oh,
Should we
doing?
all go around and describe
Yeah, actually, it's a
ourselves
really actually.
before
I
we
was gonna have
jump
you
in?
do. I was gonna have you do it on your turn,
yeah,
Okay.
on your
That
first
works.
turn of the order.
So you want me to start with that then?
Yes.
All right. So I'm a changeling bard.
Well, you don't have to say class, but
yeah,
what
yeah,
you look
yeah.
like.
You don't have to.
Fair enough. I'm a changeling. I don't really. I just kind of appeared here. I don't really know what happened. A bunch of invisible guys knocked me out.
What's a bard look like, if I gotta ask?
Well, I got a nice little cowboy hat, and I don't have any musical talents. I can bang some drums, but uh,
A bard that has no musical talents?
yes,
That's curious.
That's weird.
I would agree. That's why they got the nickname Dunce, because
Ah.
I can't do it right.
Oh wait, are we talking in character now?
I think he was above game, but
Because if we're talking in character, I think Lucius is gonna be like the first thing. It's like you should probably get that checked out. You have no face, my good man.
Actually, I do have a face. It's just the character model. Since I changed forms, I thought it would be kind of cool to have it be faceless.
Oh, but you said you were knocked out, weren't you?
Yeah, yeah. So
yeah,
I
but his
revert to the
changeling form does have a face though.
yeah.
Oh, it does. It does. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. The model doesn't because I changed my face so much that I thought it played well into that. So
Ah,
I
okay,
like
okay.
it. I like it.
Yeah, I like it too. It looks striking.
it's super cool.
Mhm.
So I guess the first thing I'm gonna do then is I'm not gagged, am I?
No.
Okay. Uh, cast Dissonant Whispers on the one in front of me.
Okay, which the one straight across from you.
Yeah.
All right, what's the saving throw on that?
It's a 14 Wisdom save.
14 wisdom. That'll be a 16.
All right.
Still take half
So-
damage.
Yeah, it was 10 damage, so half is 5. And he doesn't have to move.
All right, first blood of the campaign.
However, when he does that, the Dwergar that's kind of leaning up against the wall with his shield at his side and his sword in his scabbard kind of feels the twinge and looks. Sees you staring at him with your hands up to cast the spell.
It's a verbal spell.
Yeah, so he hears you cast it. But it kind of like the twinge of pain is what finally like snaps him to realize what's going on. And for those of you who speak Undercommon, you hear him say, "Shit, they're awake."
I'm guessing we weren't supposed to be awake. That's,
Yeah.
I don't think they want us awake yet.
Yeah, I'm kind of guessing that too. I was hoping to make him jump off the train, or the wagon, but you know.
I do wonder why I have.
Are we
I
chained
have-
together? Or are we chained?
You
to,
are
like, the
chained
floor?
together.
Chained together.
Mm.
Yeah.
All right. I'm guessing I can't move very far then, so
That is true. That is correct.
I will take up defensive posture and
Stay where you are.
yeah, I guess.
How much slack do we have in the chain, like between us?
You seem to have about 5 feet of slack between each of you.
Okay.
Does it go? Are we chained into the wall in any way, or just chained to each other?
You are just chained to each other, it appears, from what you can see.
Okay, so we can all cower into like the same corner or something.
Team building exercise.
Oh my god!
I don't do
Brilliant.
trust falls.
All right. Lucius and then Dietrich.
Okay, so I heard that this dude was like, "Oh my god, they're not supposed to be awake. Clearly, we're not supposed to be awake." I'm still wondering why the hell I have my longsword then. So I'm like kind of looking around, and I notice the guy next to me cast something.
Yeah.
And I kind of like look over to the dwarf, and I just shrug, and I decide to pop a man right in front of I'm gonna pop him in right in front of Dunce.
Okay.
And I'm gonna switch places so I get out of these chains.
Okay.
That's kind of amazing.
Well,
That's great.
This is an unusual
Easy
situation.
told me.
What's your name? What's your name?
I believe he's talking to you.
To me?
I'm talking.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
you.
I was like,
Yeah.
you're just yelling that out to everybody. Okay. My name is
Sorry, I
Dunce.
was. Well, nice to meet you, Dunce. You might. I think you might have. I think you might have stirred the hornet's nest a bit too
Yeah,
quick.
do that. They started it though.
True. What's going on? And as this is going on, he's just kind of like he's just kind of pulling out his sword. He's not taking anything. He's not doing anything offensive. He wants to go for a more defensive approach at the moment because he's just more confused.
Okay.
Sort of like the rush of memories flooding in after like it's kind of like a bad hangover to him, or the equivalent of a bad hangover. So I guess next guy.
Okay. You get to hold
do
your
look like?
action then. Oh,
Yes,
and you had
yeah,
described.
I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
Mhm.
And
Hold the action.
what do you look like?
So, this dude is like a stereotypical knight kind of looking fellow. Uh, Chainmail and helmet over his head, and he he looks like he's straight out of a nightly uh I, I guess it's not really a picture. There's no picture books in. Huh. It's just a stereotypical knight looking guy. So very other than the fact that he's like maybe a smidge taller than most people, he doesn't really stand out too much. Mhm.
Okay.
You sound hot, ASL.
Uh, thank you.
I just feel like I'm in every like '90s chat room. Like, what do you look like?
Anyways,
I look like this.
and you're holding your action for somebody to move into your space because you said defensive stance, I assume.
Yeah, I'm just
Okay.
gonna assume a defensive stance at the moment because
All right.
right now I don't know what the hell's going on.
This sexy rock eyebrow raising tiefling. What do you look like, Dietrich, and what are you doing on your turn as you come to chained to?
All right.
Oh
So
no, he's a DreamWorks character.
you see a tiefling with skin the color of a blood orange. He has his black hair tied back in a ponytail behind his curved horns, dressed like a pirate, with breeches and a loose-fitting tunic, with a smart little red sash tied around the waist. He wears a chain vest that covers his torso, and he has a shield and a cutlass, although with his hands tied together, he can probably just use the cutlass, I imagine.
That is correct.
Uh, and you notice a seemingly permanent smirk just affixed to his face. He's just always smirking. You get the feeling this guy's a bit of a rake, and while he doesn't seem to take life too seriously, you're sure he's got some good stories. And Dietrich, looking around, will just be like, what kind of bandits kidnap people and don't steal their shit?
No, right?
Amateur hour. Amateur hour over here. And yeah, because he can't really move from where he is. I am just going to.
You have 5 feet of movement.
Right, but there's only 5 feet of slack on the chain
Mm-hmm.
in either direction. So I can't. Eh. I'll move sort of out in. I'll move sort of out to the center of the cart as far as I can with 5 feet of
What
slack.
is going on with that? I don't know. Okay, so that's about as 5 feet forward is about as far as you get.
That's going to be weird. Um,
Yeah, I have no idea why it's doing that. That is super odd. Tabletop simulator thinks you're shit. Anyways.
and do all of these Duragar kind of look roughly the same, or is there like an obvious leader?
This one is obvious the leader. He has a more decorated shield.
All right, I will mind sliver the leader, which
Okay.
is verbal only.
Okay.
So I just whisper some words, and he hears something in his head.
And what's the save?
That is an intelligence save, DC 13.
That will be a 13 on the dot.
Yes. So it does nothing.
Okay.
And then I will also. Yeah, I'll go ahead and Hexblades curse him.
Okay. Let me get that out. Well, I'm also thinking about it. All right. Lucius, roll your saved attack as the left Dwergar going to go. Emrys, you're up after this, and Henrietta is on deck.
That's going to be a 15 for the first guy that comes to me.
That will just miss, unfortunately.
Oh, so I think Lucius. I think Lucius is kind of like trying to say, "Whoa, whoa, back up. We can talk about this. Let's not get too hasty." So as he's trying to hold back, he he does a bad swipe.
But as you go to swipe, you actually deflect the other blade out away from you, so their attack misses, and the other one kind of deflects off your armor, neither attack hitting you.
Nice, nice.
All right. Emrys, it is now your turn.
This wood elf is standing over next to our friends. I guess friends at this point. I'm not sure what to really say. And I look at him and say, "Wait, are we supposed to fight them? I thought they were taking us somewhere. Right? What are we doing? Why are we fighting them?"
I have no idea. Someone threw out a spell, and then now something. I guess we're defending ourselves.
I tried talking to him. He didn't listen.
Generally speaking, when somebody knocks you out and then ties you up, their intentions aren't great.
Usually take your things or kill you.
But my things are here. My wolf is still here too.
Yeah.
They can't mean us harm.
Your wolf is chained up as well, by the way.
Would my wild shape get me out of the chains, by the way?
No, you'd still be chained.
Look over and see my wolf like gnawing at the chains. Just try
Just like
and
gnawing
look
on
to
metal.
what
Yeah,
he
yeah.
can.
What do you guys look like?
Next thing you know, you see me transform into a wolf, though.
Okay.
Anyway.
Okay.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So, wait, what do you guys look like?
I'm a wolf.
Now he's a wolf. No, what do you look like before that? Okay, tabletop simulator. What are you doing?
He is no longer chained.
You just saw this 4.5-foot elf standing in the corner or standing over to the side, and then the next thing you know, just transforms into like a mirror copy of the wolf that's next to him as I move out my 5 feet, and then my wolf is going to do the same thing.
Okay, is your
Oh
wolf going to
my.
move the full 10 feet they now have?
Yes, he
Okay.
is.
So if he moves his full movement, if you move your full movement and he moves his full movement, he will get in range.
Yes, he is going to do that, and then he's going to take a bite attack.
Okay.
It's only going to be a 14 to hit.
That will miss, unfortunately.
That'll end my turn now.
Okay. All right.
Ooh, that's. Ooh.
The
I
Dwergars.
do not want to get bit by that thing.
Yeah, it's nasty. The Dwergar is now going to take a swing with his one-handed pick at you, at your pack companion. I believe an 11 misses your companion.
It does. AC 13.
We're just rolling great today, guys. I really doing great work here. This one, having heard the commotion, is going to turn around and hop over and take a swing at Dietrich. And I don't... 15 going to hit you without your shield?
My shield, it's going to hit.
Okay, so that will be just 6 points of piercing damage as the war pick strikes you in the side. It's now the priest's turn, then Henrietta, and then Farzu. priest is going to move up and try and stab Dietrich. A 13 is not going to hit you, I believe.
Correct.
That is correct.
So the cart is still being steady somehow? Like, what's going on? Why are we still moving?
The goats are still pulling the cart. Like, the goats know above game, the goats know the way. They're going to pull the cart
Okay.
regardless of if they have somebody. Like, they tied it off or
Mhm,
something
mhm.
and weren't really paying attention. And then as a bonus action, spiritual weapon on the pack companion. I believe a 18 will hit your pack companion, though,
It will.
for 6 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
With that,
He lets out a growl at the spiritual weapon afterward.
Henrietta.
Frank, what happened? You see this little bunny talking out loud to seemingly herself, but also somebody. And none of you hear it, but she gets a response from the little pseudo dragon next to her. Well, apparently, my check was not as good as it should have been, and we got captured. Oh, okay. And she'll look around, and she'll see the two Dwergar to her left, in front of the night guy, and the one closest to her she'll Eldritch Blast.
All right.
So 12.
That will miss, unfortunately.
Cool. That's it.
All right. Scroll boy.
Oh no.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Oh, where am I? My head hurts. Where'd that creature go? Chains? Chains no good. I'm going to cast Knock on the chains to be released.
Now I have to see how fucking knock works with chains. 'Cause it's a certain range, right?
60 feet. With anything that has, like, a lock, really, on it.
Is it every lock within 60 feet or just a specific one?
So it says choose an object you can see within range within 60 feet.
Mhm.
So technically, the chains are one object because they are all connected. So Henrietta, Farzu, Dunce, and well, Lucius, I guess, isn't, and his echo isn't an object, so the chains just fell through it. Frank, Henrietta, Farzu, and Dunce, your handcuffs and your feet, the things chaining your feet, just come undone and fall off.
Maybe you could try. Maybe you should use it on the other guys, actually. Well, I guess it's too late.
I look
never
over
mind.
and just say, buddy, you got one more of those?
Right,
Yeah, I
quite
think-
possible.
I turn my head in the wolf form and just growl.
Yeah, I think the wolves might have needed that more than more than us, to be honest.
I do not like being contained.
What?
I do not like being contained.
Oh, fair enough.
All right.
But, yeah.
Any
You want me to
movement on your
describe?
turn? Yes, please
I'm
describe your
gonna-
character and then any movement.
I'm gonna move furthest away from anything, I guess.
So you can
Yeah.
actually avoid opportunity attack and get in the corner if you want.
Yeah, that works.
All right.
So I'm a deep gnome. My skin color is kind of grayish, like I've never seen sunlight. I'm bald. I have some facial hair. That's about it. And it looks like I'm. Oh, what was I? I'm on the heftier side somehow, and I just look kind of a blank kind of stare mostly. Yeah.
Yep. All right. Last but certainly not least in initiative order, Rook, you are up.
Still in the corner, there is a goblin who is quite green, dark hair, and sort of eyes glowing in the corner. And she's wearing like leather, kind of patched together armor. And she's got like a short, like bolero coat with long sleeves that are trailing like fringes with feathers on them. So they look a little bit like wings, like a kindergartner would make for like a play. And she shouts, they got bastards what can turn invisible, and casts fairy fire in the entire contents of the wagon as far as she can reach with a 20-foot cube.
Oh God, not this again.
So
There's like a surge of wing flapping comes from the corner of the room, and she's surrounded by an ethereal flock of pigeons, and they all just sort of fly out and kind of molt down everywhere that glows.
I think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think you can choose people to not be affected by fairy fire. So I don't know if you have to light us up.
Nah, it's funnier this way. Just light us all up.
oh, it's gonna end worse. Oh, any creature in the area, so do you get to pick?
Okay.
I know it is very funny, but it is any creature you choose.
Well, assuming she's assuming that there might be bastards what can turn invisible that she can't see currently. So can she like exclude the non Druigar and just sort of pepper everything else?
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, only the Dwargar captain succeeded the Dex 13. The other 3 are popped. And there are no other invisible units revealed.
Okay. So
That's advantage for anyone to attack any of them for the next
Correct.
minute?
for as long as I concentrate, actually. Well, up to a minute.
Yeah.
Up to a minute. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
I totally
Yeah.
forgot you had fairy fire. I should have done this earlier. Give me 1 second.
So there's sort of glowing ethereal down feathers stuck all over the dwarves, the dark dwarves in the front half of the wagon. And feathers sort of flutter off of the rest of you without sticking, fortunately. And then she'll cast Hunter's Bark on the captain.
Okay.
Already cast a spell?
Nope.
Uh,
Swarmkeeper ability.
oh, that's pretty cool.
Yep. I believe that's how that works.
Or no, I have Fairy Fire on my spell list. Can I only cast one spell per turn?
Yeah, you
Just
can only
Hunter's
cast
Mark?
one leveled spell per turn. Yeah,
Oh,
I thought
okay,
this.
my
I thought
bad.
the Spellkeeper's I thought the Swarmkeeper magic was a swarm. Your swarm casting it, but it is not.
Yeah, it is
Yeah.
actually. It's just added to my spell list. So my bad. She does not cast the Hunter's Mark
Yeah, that's fine.
this turn. But let's see. Oh, there's 2 dudes right here.
Yep.
And I believe I can only hit them with my swarm if I hit them with my weapon. Yeah. Or after I hit them with an attack. And this spell isn't really an attack spell. It's just to get feathered.
That is correct.
So I think I will stay where I am because I'm in the that one's business, at least with my swords at the ready, even though I can't stab them.
Okay.
I say something rude in Goblin. And I am done.
Okay. So the Dwergar captain on his turn is going to shout in Undercommon, the one with the armor. So I believe Rook and Farzu understand this.
Yep.
I do as
The
well.
rest of yeah. Oh, you have Undercommon?
Yeah.
And
Cool.
and Lucius and Lucius.
Oh shit.
And I do not have Undercommon.
Oh, you don't have Undercommon. Okay. I thought two or three people had it, so I wasn't quite sure. The one with
I
the armor.
comprehend languages, but I
The
do
one
not
with the
have
armor, the
written.
one with the armor, as he pulls out a javelin and just sidearms it at Dietrich. That's gonna be another 13, so that is going to miss.
Me?
No, Dietrich.
Just no. He's responding to the guy talking about the armor.
In Undercommon.
Yeah. What did I do?
And then they're both going to swing at you. With both hitting.
Didn't they already attack?
Yes, he has a option
Ah.
to replace one of his attacks and make 2 Dwergar attack.
Ooh. That's...
As place of their reaction. Does anybody have any responses to that? Or am I rolling damage?
I'll subtract with the bardic inspiration on one of them on the
Okay.
attack.
All right, how much?
6.
Okay, that will make one of them miss. So that will be 9 piercing damage on the one that hits.
Was there a 20 rolled?
No,
No, they were just both normal
Uh,
hits.
they're just both normal
Okay.
hits.
Yeah, if there's advantage or disadvantage
Oh,
on a
sure.
20 is rolled.
There's no
The
advantage.
we found out last week the words does not actually
No, he
reduce
can
crit.
he can if there's advantage, he can nullify
Oh, okay.
advantage. That's why he
Oh,
says
okay.
Advantage or disadvantage. It just if they roll a 20, I can get rid of that.
All right, and that was his turn as you javelin, because the cart is moving, kind of goes sailing over your shoulder into the woody road. Dunce and then Lucius.
So much for talking this out. God. Ugh.
I tried to talk it out. I whispered words and they didn't want to listen.
I think they were the wrong words, my friend.
They were still words. So on the one that isn't hit or isn't damaged in front of Lucius,
Okay.
I'm gonna cast level 1 words on him. So same thing, of level 14 or wisdom save.
Okay. That will be a 5.
All right. So takes 11 damage, and then he has to use his full movement speed to leave. So he'll get the attack of opportunity, and I want him to jump off the wagon.
Yeah, Lucius will get an opportunity attack on him if he wants to use his reaction there.
I think he already used
Oh,
it.
he used his reaction on the
Oh,
whole
that-
held action.
Yeah, never
Yep.
mind.
And he will Jeff Hardy Swanton Bomb dive off of the cart with like the Wilhelm scream, like the.
How fast is this going? This wagon of ours.
You have no idea.
Well, what direction are we going in?
You have keen mind, don't you?
Yes, I do.
Son of a bitch.
Another player with keen to mind. We know how you feel about that, Rai.
Wait, hold on. How does keen mind work? What does that do?
You can always know where north is, and you always know how much time is left until sunup or sundown.
So he's able to get distance from that. Okay.
Yeah, he also makes me take notes because he can recall
Maps?
any conversation within 30 days and has photographic memory for maps and things.
God
Yeah.
damn. I'ma like you, my friend. I'ma like
It's
you.
a feat. You are currently heading mostly north, but also slightly west.
Okay.
Away from Rhineport?
Yeah, towards the Dwergar area, mountains and stuff.
Yeah, that'd be a good assumption. That's my gnome.
In Elvish, I'm kind of muddling to myself these details.
Yeah.
As the guy jumps over, by the way, Lucius looks at the guy. It's like, okay, those are some pretty nice words. You should teach me some of that sometime.
By the way,
Yeah, see, I was trying to just talk to him. That's all.
He will take.
Can I hear those words?
He
from
will
where I'm
take.
at?
He will take 14 bludgeoning damage. By the way, as he swanton bomb dives off the cart because of the speed you guys are going, and you will hear a crunch when he lands.
Oh, that
That sounds like something broke.
oh, something indeed.
So probably
That's a good idea, though.
Since
Isn't it?
since you are free, Dunce, any movement on your turn?
I kind of like where I am. I might move. I might just turn so I can see kind of the rest of the wagon a little bit better.
All right, easy enough to do.
Yeah, that's about it.
Okay. Lucius and then Dietrich.
So, from what I saw from Dunce, would I know that he is a bard from that? Or is it more like I just think
You would know he's a
random-
spellcaster.
Yeah, I just know
I
he's
mean,
a
I do
spellcaster.
have a drum or something on the back of my
Okay,
badge.
yeah,
so
then
if
I
you
know
just
you're
looked at me,
you're a bard.
You know, I do something, but
Mhm. That's a neat trick. Why don't I let me try a bit of that myself? And I try to grab the dwarf and do the physical version of the physical version of throwing a man overboard rather than having him jump off himself.
So you're gonna attempt to grapple him.
Grapple and throw.
Okay, so that is a.
All right.
That'll be 2 turns because you can grapple him as an action and then throw him as another action.
You can just shove as an action.
Sorry about this, sir.
Uh,
Okay, that is a. So it's just plus strength, nothing else. No.
it's athletics.
Oh, okay.
I'm not even gonna make you roll. I rolled a nat 1 for a 2.
Oh, yeah. I
I'm
rolled
pretty
23.
sure you're gonna roll higher than that. So you have successfully grappled him. You've pulled this Dwergar up into a grapple and hold.
If it makes you feel any better, I tried talking this out, but you attacked first.
Are you just gonna try and walk him back to the end of the cart and letting him go?
Yeah, I think so. I'm
Okay.
actually, now that I think about it, I'm not gonna like toss him over. I'm just gonna try to be gentle about it.
But you're still tossing him off the back of the cart.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. He is going. Oops, wrong one. He is going to. God dang, dude. He is going to try to make an attempt to stay grappled to you. Which will be a 9, so he will not succeed in grabbing onto the cart, and he will go tumbling down the road. as you kind of get a sense of how fast the cart is going. So that is, goddamn, I'm rolling high on my d6s. 12 plus 5, 17 points of damage.
Oh. Ooh.
He's like still, he's
Ooh.
like, you can tell he's still alive because he's just on the ground twitching as he kind of disappears into the darkness.
Oh, dude. Oh, that. Ooh.
Anyway,
Oh
you
my.
still have like 5 feet of movement if you want to move back more.
I'm gonna use my bonus action, and I'm going to plop my boy right in front of the captain man. Just
Okay.
at least distract, or if he tries to. Oh, actually, the corner. So if he tries to move, then I'll get a attack of opportunity on that guy.
Okay. All right. Dietrich. And then Emrys, because you guys took care of both of the left side Dwergar.
Ooh. I'm feeling pretty rough, but there's not really anywhere I can go because I'm still chained up. So I'm just gonna shrug and attack one of these guys. Guess I'll attack the white one.
The priest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Before I do that, I'm gonna cast Wrathful Smite.
Your character's in Smite, man, I swear.
So you just see like my eyes sort of go black for a second, and then I hopefully hit really hard with my sword. So I have advantage on this because of the fairy fire. Correct?
Yes.
That is a dirty 20 to hit.
That will hit.
All right. So I get the Wrathful Smite damage and the sneak attack damage. That is 11 total damage. And he has to make a wisdom save DC 13.
That'll be a 16. 13 plus 3.
Okay. And uh, I'll just yell out like, "Somebody get us out of these chains!"
I'm working on it.
Do you need any assistance, sir?
Yes,
He needs
please.
a tip. Just the tip, though.
Just the tip.
Oh god, we're bringing that into the second campaign now. Oh my god.
Let's please not bring that into the
Yeah,
second
let's not
campaign.
bring that into the second campaign. Emrys, you're up.
Can I move closer to the one that's on that our buddy's attacking right there that Dietrich's got? Is there any way to do that without pulling my wolf out of the 5-foot range?
No. Because you guys are still chained together.
Yeah, I know. That's why I didn't know if he could.
Yeah.
So I guess I'm stuck. Doing
The
nothing.
wolf move like laterally? Is there room
Yeah.
between you and the...
Yeah, so if the wolf will take an opportunity attack from the spiritual weapon.
That's
But
fine.
then
Do
you
that.
but then
and-
you can move into
yeah.
range. Okay.
Yeah, and then we'll do the opportunity attack.
That's going to be a 12, which I believe misses by
Miss.
1. All right.
Then I'm gonna take a bite attack.
Okay. With advantage.
That's gonna be a nat 20 for a 26.
Ooh. This is about to be vicious. Knowing what his bite does.
Oh dear lord.
Yeah.
We're doing better crits, right?
Yes, you are.
Oh god.
So that's 16 for the crit, and then it's
God, you roll low on your
12.
crit.
No, I was gonna say it's 12 after. That's 16 from the damage just from the extra.
Oh my god.
Because it's a max roll.
Yeah.
Oh dear lord.
It's 28. That's 28 points of damage to him.
You see this wolf bite down on the Dwergar's head, and you just see blood spray as he pulls up, and it just falls to the ground headless, and you just hear this crunch.
I hope it was
God.
tasty.
I look over next to me at this horror happening, and I just say, "Who's a good dog? Who's a good dog?"
So,
Then I drop
You
the
are.
head and just
Yes,
let
you
out
are.
a growl.
Yes, you
gentlemen,
are.
gentlemen, is there a chance we can tone it down a little bit? I think we should keep one of these guys alive. Dear lord. My-
And then my wolf,
I just imagine Lucius just like coming to, and he's suddenly just action just
And
explodes
then, like,
across
24
the
seconds
carpet.
later, he just sees, like, this guy's head being ripped off by this dude who just
It's
transformed
like,
into a wolf.
he's like, hey guys, we should talk this out.
So he
Feathers
drops...
coming in,
So-
pigeons.
So as he drops the head, there's, like, it's crunched to hell. Like, it is a mangled head.
Ooh.
And
Oh,
it's kind of
God.
splats to the ground.
Well,
I let-
that's a big ass wolf for you. Okay.
I'm gonna let out a growl, and then my wolf is going to attack the other one with fairy fire.
Okay.
That's gonna be a 25 to hit with a 19.
Yeah, that'll hit. Wait, you only have +4 to hit right now.
You put +6 on it.
That should be +4. I'm sorry.
Then it's a 23. That's okay. The other
That'll
was still a
still
nat 20. So
Oh, I did the math for level 5 for the attack, not level 3. Sorry.
got it. Let me adjust my note real quick.
Yeah. Because fun fact, Aang is playing my homebrew druid class, so that should be fun. For the
That's
campaign.
gonna be. So he's gonna take a massive bite at the guy's head and do 10 damage, just teeth ripping into him, but probably not killing him. I'm
he
guessing.
kind of like gets the sword in between, so he kind of only like scrapes the side of his face. So there's like teeth marks and just blood dripping down the side of this guy's face. As that happens.
DM's class gets first crit of the campaign. Coincidence?
I think not.
I think not.
Sus.
And that'll end my turn.
Cool.
Lucius is the guy who just voted someone out the airlock too.
That is true.
He was kind of sus though, so he needed to go.
The Dwergar that just got bit by it, as it pulls his mouth off, is going to come back and slice through with the war pick and hit for 7 points of piercing damage on your wolf. As a bonus action, Priest is going to move the spiritual weapon and hit Dietrich with it. That's cocked in the corner. That will definitely hit. For 10 bludgeoning damage.
I'm unconscious.
Uh-oh.
As Dietrich drops, Rook sort of like shakes her chains that are chained to her arms and is just like, ah, damn it.
Oh wait, how much damage did you? How much HP do you have?
On a scale of
At the moment, 0.
Well, max HP, Dietrich. Gosh,
My max is 24. I've gotten hit 3 times.
I
Holy
need,
shit.
and then they're gonna hold up their hand
What
out
if
to the
I'm
side to
bad?
Rook. I need you to make a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oof.
Neat
Do I have
trick.
any sort of penalty? I imagine because of the chains.
You do not have a penalty because you're proficient in dexterity saving throws.
Oh, good. Good news. I rolled a 1 anyway.
So that is 7 points of radiant damage as they hit you with Sacred Flame. So that is
7 damage.
on 10 on Fairy Fire.
Right. Constitution saving throw.
Yes.
Okay. Well, that's an 18.
So they will save. So never mind. I don't think anybody around you speaks Undercommon. They're gonna say something like under their breath. And you're gonna get an opportunity attack if you want, as they're gonna move back to the front of the cart.
Yeah, stabby.
Okay.
I understand Undercommon.
You're not close enough. They said it under their breath.
Oh my god.
Oh.
That's a 9.
That will unfortunately. Oh, you have advantage because of Fairy Fire.
Oh, right, I do.
Yeah.
A 9.
Okay. They're gonna grab a bag off of the cart and off of the seat where they were, and they're going to jump off. They're gonna
I
take.
think I scared him by biting a head of his friend
They're gonna
off.
take 13 bludgeoning damage.
You
They'll
just
still
sigh-
survive.
Do I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
this?
Yeah,
Okay.
you'll see it
Shit.
jump off.
Shit. I think they're trying to escape. At least we gotta try grabbing one of them.
And actually, I'm gonna drop. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna take that one off because it is also dead. As the cart continues to move down the road.
I reply to
By the way,
Lucius. Like,
it falls
what
out.
is
They got
or
out
no,
120
sorry,
foot of range.
never
The
mind.
spiritual weapon disappears.
What was that? You respond to Lucius?
No, I
Dietrich
don't.
forgot he was
I'm
unconscious for a second. So
I forgot I was unconscious.
He responds in spirit.
Yeah.
Oh.
So now it is.
Sass just can't be stopped.
So now
also,
Exactly.
once the cart's 60 feet away, the priest stops glowing because the fairy fire expires on him.
Yes. So that will happen. That will happen at the end of your turn. Henrietta and then Farzu.
Well, she saw the weird tiefling guy end up on the floor. So, as a bonus action, she's going to use her healing light.
Okay.
And she's going to use 2d6
Okay.
and heal him back to 6.
Okay. No longer unconscious, just prone.
And then she's going to Eldritch Blast the closest target.
Okay. The one with Fairy Fire.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
And you do have advantage on it.
23 to hit.
That will definitely hit.
Eight.
Points of damage, okay.
8 points of force damage.
Kind of hits it in its back and it drops to one even shorter than it is, and it realizes it's now below the mouth of the dog again, and is like, fuck. Farzu. It is now your turn.
How tall is this guy beside me in shiny armor? I'm guessing it's shiny.
6'5", 6'8", within that range.
Mm-hmm. Okay. He's gonna start at Elvish, go to Gnomish, Undercommon, and then Common, asking if the big guy thinks, or actually, I'm doing it this way. Huh. In all these different languages, ending in common, whichever one you understand first. I'm asking if you think those other people over there are with us or against us that's also chained up.
Well, someone just said to attack me, so I assume it's that fancy-looking one over there. I think we should lock him down and he kind of like you know kind of punches his fists into his hands and just kind of like we should do some appropriate questioning, if you understand what I mean. Do you have anything to lock that man down?
Henrietta looks at him and goes, I believe I believe he was asking about the other non-Dwergar. Considering I
Oh,
just healed the one, I think they're probably friendly. You should
I agree.
probably do that. Yeah.
So, which language do you guys understand first, though?
I
Um,
understand Elvish.
Oh, cool.
Me too. Elvish. Okay, let me see the languages. Shit.
I understood
Um,
everything but the gnomish.
Well, I start with Elvish and
You have
work my
Common,
way up.
Draconic, Elvish, and I believe Undercommon.
Can we
Lucius.
hear that, by the way, where we're at? Are you that loud?
I'm loud enough for the people over here that were chained up to me can hear.
Yeah, so how that works is if you're not
Yeah.
trying to be quiet, it's 46 times 5 for how long it is. So that is like 35 feet, roughly. So yeah, everybody but basically Rook and yeah, everybody except for Rook
My
can
wolf,
can hear.
my wolf. I just turn and like whimper and paw at the chain that's holding me.
Can I read his lips from where I'm at?
Yeah.
Okay then. I'm gonna yell, "Let free be freedom!" and cast knock on their chain.
all 4 of the chains, all your wrist guards, all of your feet kind of all unlock.
From the floor, I tilt my head back and just say, "Thank you."
Lucius is
Welcome.
like Lucius just shakes his head. It's like, God, I love spellcasters. God damn. He's just like makes this so much easier.
All right. Farzuni, movement on your turn, or you staying in your corner?
I'm staying in my corner. I like the corner.
Staying in your corner. Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Corner is
Stay in
good.
corner.
Corner is good.
Corner is friend. Rook, you are up.
Free action, quick finger guns at Farzu. And there's just the captain left. Oh no, there's the other one that has like 2 wolves in his business.
Yeah.
I'm going to assume that one's taken care of. She like
we did see what happened to the other one from the one wolf. You can only imagine what 2 wolves would do.
She wishes she could unsee that.
Wait, so you're casting Wish?
I don't have that yet.
It's a good
my
joke.
my magical pigeon fairies don't add that to my spell list till like level 30. Let's see. She like looks around at everything, like watches. She just saw the priest like fall off the jump off the wagon intentionally. Is there any sort of like thing to climb over to get to the seat?
Yeah, there's like a little like foot from where you are. It's about 1.5 feet tall. Kind of jump over to get down into the seat.
Okay. Quick. Sheath short swords and jump over onto the seat and their reins to grab.
Yes. They're currently tied up to the bar at the front of the cart.
Okay. Leave those alone for right now. I will try to talk the goats into slowing down. I will cast Speak with Animals, and then try and I guess.
What would you like to say to?
Animal handling.
Yeah. Well, what are you gonna try and say to them?
Slow down. Halt. Stop. I want to get off. Some kind of
You
command
didn't say
word.
the magic word.
Make an animal handling check, please.
That is a 16.
Okay. You hear in unison between the two goats, because I can't duplicate my voice. We run the course, we not slow down. We no way. You not boss.
You got told.
Denied.
I tried.
Get cargo where need.
Who you calling cargo? I guess that's about all I can do this turn. Can I attempt to threaten them?
Yeah.
But they're rope holding them to get on?
Huh?
Rope. Knife?
Yeah, just cut the rope.
Just used your action to cast
Yeah.
speak with
Oh.
animals. Good thought, though.
All right, where are we going?
Home.
Ask stupid question, get stupid answer. You know what mutton is?
No.
You would have stopped running, or we got wolves in the back. They're gonna eat you unless you stop.
As soon as you hear this say wolves, you hear them hooves just start picking up faster pace as soon as you
Oh,
said
shit.
wolves.
Oh.
She shouts to the back, guys, I got this.
Rook hears a voice in your head. No, it would appear that you do not have this. Come on now.
Oh, that's a bit shaky.
Okay.
At least we don't have to do like a saving throw from the cart jumping forward more.
Sorry.
That is true.
Don't give him any ideas.
Now everybody needs to make a dexterity saving throw. They're not prone. I'm kidding.
Rook will stop while she is behind. I'm taking away her shovel.
All right, and then the cart will continue to move down the road as it does. So,
We all fell over. Do we need to make that deck save now?
yes, you do. Everybody who fell over needs to make a dex save. No, I'm kidding.
The wolves are good.
The wolves are fine. Dietrich's not okay.
I'm still prone.
You
So I
are
was prone before.
you are still prone, so you do not have to. Cool. So with that, we're back at the top of the initiative order. Dwergar captain is going to take his hammer as he sees the thing appear to him and kind of boom and accidentally stick his war pick into the wood as it goes through. It does hit your echo and goes through it. It has 1 HP, right?
Yes, indeed.
So it will pop. And then he'll pick up another one of his spears off of his back, forehand it, and throw it all the way down at Lucius. And it just goes flying off into the night like 15 feet over your head as he rolls a nat 1.
It's nighttime?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Can I see stars? Or is it cloudy?
There's
Oh
Put it
shit.
against the
Oh
meatballs.
shit.
cover over the road you guys are on with trees currently.
Yeah, that makes sense. They're like trying to sneak people and shit.
But with that, it is Dunce's turn, and then
Well, that was an interesting attempt. Dunce, do you think you
Lucius's
have? Oh,
turn.
sorry, not Dunce. Sorry. Good sir, do you have any kind of debilitation that you can provide to that fancy looking short man over there?
The 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 guy that just threw the spear at you?
Yes, threw it really badly, and I feel bad for him.
I don't really think I need to debilitate him if he's that bad at throwing.
For
I know,
certain
right?
definitions of
But you
at
know
you.
we have to be extra careful before we break all the bones in his body. You know how it is.
Yeah. No, I think you're the better man for that. Can you get over to him?
Oh yes, I can, but still, if we can somehow lock him down, I want to try and interrogate him
Yeah, I
slowly and
agree.
carefully.
I will. All right, so this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to inspire Lucius to achieve in his success of.
How does Dunce inspire Lucius? What does he do?
Yeah,
I
this
need
I
to
want to
know
know.
this.
This I
I
want to
gotta
know.
know this.
This I need
Yeah,
to
yeah, yeah.
know. This is important.
You gotta tell me this, man.
He is going to give you words of encouragement so that you're not afraid of a guy that threw a spear 15 feet above your head because he saw that you were kind of scared by that. And he will bang his war drum a few times.
Oh. Oh wow, I don't know why, but those drums really just get me going. Oh.
I figured that might work. Um, can I get to the guy that fell down that they were attacking? The tiefling?
Yes.
All right, so I'll walk over to him and kind of, make my vision to where I can see most people
Yeah.
and use a level 1 cure wounds on him.
Okay.
Where's my D8? That one. For 12 points.
Nice.
Man, having a party without a life domain cleric,
It's fun.
it's great. Right. But I believe you're done, so that is now Lucius's turn, and then Dietrich's.
Correct.
All right, Dietrich, you're
All
up.
right.
Or Lucius, you're up.
So Lucius pops pops another guy right behind the dude where he just attacked. And Lucius just like pops over to him. It's like,
Are you gonna use
My
your
good
movement to
sir.
trade? Are you gonna use your movement to trade places?
yeah, trade
Okay.
places, and Lucius is gonna be like, my good sir. I don't know how you should really get those eyes checked, but I'm so sorry for this, and he just goes to grapple him as well.
Okay, so that is contested
So-
athletics.
I got a 21.
I rolled a 2 for a 5.
Oh, okay. Well, so much for Bardic Age. I guess I was just really inspired to just like I just bear
made
hug this.
all the difference as you bear hug this Dwergar captain.
It's like I'm
kind of like-
speaking in undercommon to him.
Kind of like kicking his feet, kind of like a toddler, like kicking his feet, just like trying to get a like. As he gets picked up in the air, it's like, put me down.
Now, my good sir. Now, my good sir. You should have taken this to consideration.
Nobody tosses a Dwergar.
Well, I'm not going to toss you. We just want to ask some questions.
Ah.
You know, you did kidnap us first, so there's that. Mm-hmm.
All right. Anything else on your turn?
Nope.
Cool. Dietrich, you're up, and then Emrys.
Oh, Dietrich does not understand Undercommon.
Do you just see this Dwergar get like bear hugged and picked up and just start kicking his feet and trying to like get away and just start just that's all you hear. As I knock my dice tray over.
I should have learned how to take care of children much better.
Apparently.
Well, that the heavily armored man seems to have that one well in hand, so I'll run over to the other guy that's still fairy fired.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dear Lord.
And he's in melee with the wolf.
Yep.
All right. Is there a way I can get like to the other side of him so I get the Or no,
Oh,
I
you
don't
get
need
the
to get.
yeah. You don't need to. You just need to get melee range.
Yeah,
Takes
yeah, yeah.
+2.
All right, so I will.
I did catch the tray actually.
I will just take a swipe at his neck.
Okay.
Natural 20.
Cool.
Well, that guy's fucked.
Bye, Felicia.
So the sneak attack die doubled and better criticals. That's 24 damage.
Yeah, that would have killed him if he hadn't already taken 18 points of damage. You just your first thrust goes through the throat, and then you just pull it out, and just a sheet of this purple, like stone glistening blood just runs down underneath his armor's regards. On his knees and then to the ground dead.
And then I turn around and look back toward Lucius.
Yep.
And I just ask, like, everything all right over there, or do you need a hand with something?
Well, extra hands make the lighter load. So if you'd like to help disarm this very raucous man, it would be. It would. I would appreciate it. Yes.
Yeah, well, how much movement do I have left?
10 feet. You still have 20 feet, so you can get all the way back
Oh,
around.
okay.
So you can get all the way back around.
Yeah. I'll just kind of stand on the other side and look menacing with my blood-covered scabbard, or my blood-covered cutlass.
Trying to intimidate him.
With a bonus action, I don't know if I can do anything like that, but
Yeah, talking's a free action. Standing there and looking menacing is a free action.
Passive intimidation. Let's go.
I don't. Well, I'm trying to think if that's what I want to do. I I look at the Duragar and I say, "Look, just tell him what he wants to know, and we'll make it worth your while." And I have no
Worth his
intention of
while?
doing so, so I'm trying to do deception.
Worth his while.
Deception? Okay.
What? We're not gonna pay him.
Roll a deception check.
That is a natural 18 for a 25.
See him kind of stop flailing, hold up his axe and drop it, and then spit in your face. But he does drop his weapon.
Well then.
Right. So the cart currently is. I'm going to end this because while we're still in initiative order, nothing is really going to change. As cart is still barreling in the night, what do you guys want to do now?
I'm gonna
Oh, sorry.
run in my wolf form and bite through the ropes.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
$15.
Easy enough to cut through rope with your jagged wolf teeth. And the goats continue running off into the night down the road home as over the course of 10 or 15 minutes, the cart slowly comes to a stop.
And I'm going to use my bonus action to shift back out of my wolf form and be like, problem solved.
I suppose so.
Look, I tried, okay?
Should we tie the captain up?
Yes, let's tie him up.
Rook here.
I don't
Yes.
think
I'll take some rope out because I'm standing right there.
Do you guys have like legit chain too?
I don't
Why, we
think he
could
can get
use the
away from my wolf.
chains.
Well, I'd rather not
Oh.
kill him. I'd rather talk to this
Yes.
one.
I'll make sure he watches him though.
Thank you so much. I'm sure we can easily convince him, given the events we've just seen regarding you and your wolf. You know, unless of course Lucius like turns to the dwarf. Unless of course you'd like to have an entire facelift as well. Oh, growling will get you nowhere. This isn't the bedroom.
He's gonna speak in common now,
Okay.
for the record.
So who are you and why are you so bad at this?
Agreed.
You
Or
think we're
maybe he isn't
advanced.
bad at. Well, maybe he isn't bad at. Well, are you bad at this? Like, must be a reason why you gave us all our weapons.
We've
Unless,
kept
of course, you are as bad. Huh? Sorry.
That wasn't me
Rope
that did
climbs
that.
back over the. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
That wasn't me that did that. And kept your weapons. Fucking imbeciles underneath me can't keep you unconscious.
I mean, they're the imbeciles under your lead. They're your men. You command them,
And they're supposed to do what they're told.
Well, it's called using your eyes. But given your, given that last spear toss, your eyes aren't working that very well.
I'm gonna hear all the commotion and climb back in. This be like the first actual look you see of the half elf or the wood elf standing in front of you. Guys, he's just an idiot, all wearing like what looks like armor from the woods, clearly made with like leaves and stuff adorned on it, and a shield made out of it. Guys, he's clearly just a fool.
Oh man, I expected you to be much bigger, given how much you ate that man's head. But sorry.
He like wipes blood from his mouth. Sorry.
Lucius is just like constantly distracted by all the people around him. He just saw like a dude like just snap his fingers and unlock everyone's chains. He saw another dude getting beat up by 3 dwarves and just get knocked out before being revived by a bunny lady.
So what are you doing?
I guess who wants to ask questions first?
To Emrys, I'll say, like, I don't disagree. I mean, how hard is it to take our stuff and take our money? Like, that was really stupid.
Yeah.
I mean, he could
You-
take my stuff and money. I still could kill him though.
Well,
True.
sure, but he would have made it, you know.
Hard mode.
I'm
little
glad
bit
he just
challenging for me.
He didn't have to let us do it on easy mode.
Now, granted, everyone,
Kept you unconscious
let's
for
not look a
days.
gift horse in the mouth.
They were goats, not horses. Just so you guys know.
Oh, that.
They
never
look
mind. It's
tasty, by the way.
saying.
My wolf might want one of them.
Oh, they're long gone though. Brooke like
Yeah.
climbs back into the wagon proper and like looks at Emrys and goes, "Where did you come from?"
I might have bit a man's head off or a thing's head off. It was kind of okay.
She kind of jumps it off. Oh, that right.
Right. It's hard to forget.
Anyway,
I
think
won't hurt you though.
I think we can debate how big of a moron this guy is later.
Agreed.
Who are you and where were you taking us?
Why were you taking us?
Who were you taking us?
How were you taking us?
When
know
were you
it.
How did
taking
know
us?
that?
Taking
You
us.
know how, idiot.
What were you taking us?
Why is Gamora?
While all this is going on, I'm gonna go over to my wolf and cast Cure Wounds at rank 2.
Okay. You gotta keep your wolf alive, man. He is
Sincerely,
just not answering. He's just being belligerent at this point.
in all truth, though, like, is there a reason why you gave us our weapons, or like I assumed, I had like I was thinking like, oh, they're like trying to get our help and just kidnapped us. That's why we still have our stuff. But then you started saying, "Oh my God, they're awake," and then tried to attack us.
Make a persuasion check.
All right,
That's what you're asking him.
Yeah, Lucius is not very persuasive. Well, he's got +1, but still.
Gotta let the party faces do their thing, man.
Oh, that's a 7.
Thanks.
Never mind. That's not much.
Such simple
Lucius
questions.
is just stumbling over his words.
Such simple questions.
So why don't you give us some really complicated answers then?
Why would I do that when you don't even know what to ask?
I just told you I'd make it worth your while.
Not killing you. Mm-hmm.
I jingle my coin purse.
But you're literally going to offer money? He just tried
above game. I'm not.
I know. No. This is in character. No. This is in
Okay.
character.
So everyone's clear on that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Lucius
I
is
above
just
game.
like,
I figured you were.
Yeah. I figured you weren't going to above game, but in character, Lucius is like, wait, what? We're literally going to offer this man money?
Lucius
If he
hears-
helps us.
Lucius hears in his head, "Shut up, you dumb fuck. He knows what he's doing."
Make a persuasion check. With advantage because of the money.
Just let my
Perception,
wolf.
because I'm not actually going to give him money in any circumstance.
Yes. Your choice,
Okay.
perception or deception.
I choose
Let my
deception.
wolf just use him as a plaything, please. He needs some
That's
fun.
That's a 23
Afterwards.
deception.
So if you're going to give me money, what do you want to know?
Who are you? Where were you taking us? Why?
I'm
Start from the beginning.
captain of the Dwergar.
Oh,
How intimidated.
Captain, my captain. I'm sorry, I didn't realize I was
You
in the
mean
presence of
former
such a distinguished
captain?
individual.
Former captain of the Dwergar after this?
Not a very impressive captain, if I do say so myself.
What you need skilled workers for? Can't you do your own shit yourself?
This type of work, no.
I also wouldn't call those workers skilled.
No.
We can't do it ourselves, obviously.
They're very unskilled and dead.
You
That's
took a
rather-
blacksmith.
Yes,
You can't do that shit yourself. You got weapons.
we do. How do you think we get them?
So
Get us to do your dirty work.
So Lucius is like thinking to before he got kidnapped, but he kind of like shakes his head. Regardless, why did you capture us?
Yeah, what are
need-
we to you?
We need bodies.
How? Okay. How?
Why do you need alive bodies then? Because you left us alive. You just need
Yes.
bodies. All right. So what do you need bodies for?
I came to that place in Rhineport looking for a job. This is the weirdest job interview of my life.
Oh, you haven't seen some of my job interviews. Trust
You
me.
think? You think
I
I'm
was
going to
just
tell you that? Do you think any amount of gold is going to give up that? They don't even tell me the full plan. They just tell me they need alive bodies. Strong people.
Where?
Skilled people.
Who tells you?
Who do you think?
That's
Probably
why
the-
I'm asking.
Probably the Dwergar people or
The
something.
captain.
Look, I
The
have no
captain of the captain.
I have no clue what you would need of me. I'm just a druid traveling the world. I have no skills.
Me
Wait,
neither.
Off.
Hold up. I kind of looked to each and every one. So, did you guys see the job offer regarding skilled individuals, like adventuring types?
Yeah.
I assume you did, Mr. What's your name, sir?
Fazu. Fazu
Farzu.
Velen.
Yes, Farzu, and then he looks to the what was it, the tiefling, and you also saw the job posting, I assume, sir. What was your name?
Oh, I'm Dietrich Balthazar. I
Lucius.
saw that job posting. I was
Okay.
answering a different one.
You were? What
Are
was
you
it?
saying they all led to the same place?
There were disappearances in Rhineport, was it? Rhineport?
Yes.
Okay, and there were disappearances in Rhineport, and I was looking into things, and
Yeah,
I linked it.
I saw that job posting as well.
Okay, so what job posting were you answering?
There was one written in well, special thief's language that
Oh,
I don't know how many other people here would understand it, but that's generally the kind of work I go for. At
huh.
least as of this morning.
It's kind of interesting because I'd understand if you were trying to kidnap individuals for some kind of for either, I guess, slave labor and such. But why would you try to grab the attention of skilled individuals that could potentially ruin your plans? That I don't understand. So there has to, like, surely there has to be a reason beside we want to capture you. You left us our weapons. Please give me hope in your intelligence that there was more to this than just you were too dumb to look at the man with full plate armor and said, yes, he is disarmed and can't do anything.
Above game Dwergar have 8 intelligence score.
Oh dear
I look at
God!
the
No,
I
so
look at the
Lucius
Duergar
is like
captain.
trying to
Let
hold.
him speak, please.
What?
He was talking first, way
Oh.
before. Thank you. What were you saying, Alvin? Or god dang it, Dietrich.
That was
Eh.
again. I look at the Duergar captain after Lucius is finished with his tirade, and I say, "The Virgin has a point. You should really answer his questions."
Mhm.
Virgin? Where'd you get that from?
Funny,
Just a hunch.
funny.
How did you know?
Look, it's a good joke.
Methinks the Virgin doth protest too much.
Oh dear God, no.
Total side note: has anybody ever played the Shakespearean Cards Against Humanity?
I have not.
Oh,
But
It
now I
sounds
It
want
sounds
now.
to.
delightful. I need to.
Yeah.
I will find
As
it.
soon as you mention it now.
There's a reason, and don't call me Shirley. He'll kind of look over and goes, "Do you honestly think they tell me everything? And you honestly think that, you being unconscious, completely unconscious and chained down was going to stop you from doing what you did?" Yes, I did.
Huh.
So your bosses need bodies.
Yes.
And you don't know why?
Oh, I'm not going to tell you.
See,
Hmm.
that's a problem. That's a problem because I'm holding a coin purse and I'm holding a cutlass, and you could have one or the other. It all depends on you.
My wolf is
It's
gonna
true.
stalk. My wolf is gonna stalk up next to him and just start growling at his feet.
Hmm. Very funny.
Can I attempt to charm him to tell us everything, even if he doesn't want to?
Wait, is this in character or out of character? I'm confused because the voice thing is kind of
In character.
disorienting.
In
I'm gonna-
character, the voice is in
Oh,
character.
okay. In
Yeah.
character. Okay.
Um,
I'm gonna-
He will
Can you do
treat
that?
he will treat you as friendly, but he may not answer all your questions still.
Oh,
Hmm.
well, friendly he would.
Possibly be willing to give you more.
Still casting it.
Wisdom 11, right? Cocked in the corner. That is a 16 flat minus 1, so 15.
Well, that didn't work.
You know, there was a priest back there. We could try to hunt using, you know, depending on how good your wolf is at tracking things, we could, you know, go for that priest.
Did Dwarger count as dwarves for purposes of my I'm really good at finding dwarves?
Yes.
I could track him too. And then Rook points the other direction up the road where the goats went. And the goat says there's going home. So if we wants to follow them too, we could see where they were supposed to be going.
Where were we even headed? Does anyone know? Excuse me.
Rook shakes her finger again at the direction the goats went. Says they did. They do.
Well, beside from them, because obviously they were trying to follow a road. Shoot.
Following the road for now.
Mhm.
Road makes it easier to follow him, but between me and the wolves, we could probably see where they were going too. They got a good head start and they didn't want to stop. Only for their boss, they said. So I guess Priest was what was driving. So catch the boss so he can't tell the goats to stop, and then we follow the goats and they just keep going. Follow them home. We should just probably hurry though, before that priest gets too far.
True.
Brooke starts moving to the back of the cart.
Do we want to hunt? How long do you think it'll take to hunt the priest? Because I don't think we need I don't think we need everyone to hunt the priest. We can send. You and your wolf. What was your name, sir?
Emrys, but
Emrys.
my wolf can stay here and I can help, and then I'll shift
Okay.
back into my wolf form.
Okay, then Emrys and what was your name, Miss? What was
Rook.
Rook? Emerson Rook. You can. I think you guys can track the priest. We'll keep this man company. Maybe prepare some extensive interrogation tactics if need be.
Yeah, you think I'm going to let you continue to interrogate me?
And
What
He bites
exactly
into
do
the
you plan
capsule.
to do about it?
Bites into the capsule between his teeth, and one of
know,
those
right?
foam dinosaurs pops out.
Take a point. Everyone needs to make a perception check.
Okay.
Perception check?
Yep.
Perception.
You're
I
in
got
wolf
an
form. You're in
18.
wolf form, right?
Yes.
You would
is
have
this
advantage
for,
because it's hearing.
I'm gonna use my lucky
it's-
feet.
You said that's everybody perception?
Yep.
I have a
That would
passive
be-
perception of 11.
19.
Okay.
I would say 17.
My
Henrietta
passive
got a
is
12.
20.
So you're just gonna use your passive.
Henrietta
Holy
got 12,
shit.
and
Okay.
Frank got 19.
Okay. So
And Dietrich got 19.
Frank, Dietrich, Rook. What did you get, Emrys?
19.
You would also hear it too. You guys just hear this subtle kind of like crunch sound.
Shit.
I look at the Duragar.
He just kind of smiles at you as this foam starts to come out of his mouth.
What a shame. Can I give him one last punch before he dies?
Yeah, you can punch him.
My wolf's going to try and rip his foot off.
Go for
I mean, he's gonna be dead, so
Y'all
I
are-
think that's.
it. Fucking
I just,
murder.
like, give him
Fucking
one
murder
last-
hobos.
Yeah, just punch him. Just punch.
What's
the
your-
ribs, like,
17 on the
damn
hit.
it.
That'll hit.
Yeah. I got 16 on the hit.
That will miss. Unfortunately, is that you have him grappled and you're just gonna kind of punch him across the face as the wolf grabs to pull his foot. He pulls it out of your and goes over his head. And as he slumps in your arms, we're going to take our break there. Yay. See you guys back here in a couple minutes.
How long is break?
I normally do 2 to 3 minutes, but we'll probably do 5. So we'll be back to
Okay,
10:45.
cool. I need chocolate
Awesome.
chips.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So
this out. As the Dwergar slumps dead in his arms as the foot is bitten off. What would you guys like to do?
See if he's got any money. You're surprised at that?
Emrys, Rook, do you think you could hunt that priest down and chase and run him down like the degenerate he is?
I'll just snarl and nod my head before I jump off the cart and start running.
Nice.
Can I use my sense of smell to find it, Rai?
Are you trying to hunt the priest down?
Yes.
Okay.
Rook moves much more slowly.
I move 45 feet. I have the
It is mobile.
I'm like 3
have
foot
mobile.
nothing. I got short legs.
Can't you just ride him?
Well, if he just took off.
I'll come back and get her so she
Okay.
can't.
Okay. Um,
You
Do we
should've
want to?
just
Do we
met
want to?
you.
Do we want to set up camp here and wait for him to get back, or do we want to keep trying to go forward to where they were taking us and have them meet us there?
Well, I kind of look towards Emrys's pack companion and I want to kind of see how well he can kind of understand. It's like, you think you can tell him to? Do, uh, do you think you could tell Emrys that we're gonna go up the road, or?
kind of like
Well, I tried. I think depends. How beat up is everyone? Because I know that me and Mr. Dietrich were the only ones that took some pretty big hits.
Well, I don't need to sleep, but a short rest might be nice.
Yeah, agreed. Are you sure you don't need a longer rest, Dietrich? You got really beat up bad. You...
so. Emrys and
Oh,
Rook are going after that. The rest of you are staying at the cart.
Mhm.
Where on the road?
I'm gonna go sit up against a tree.
Yeah, that was gonna be the next thing. Do we want to set up camp in the wagon, or if we're gonna stay here, do we want to go off the road and kind of?
We're definitely going off the road.
Okay, we can probably try to like conceal ourselves in some way and stay hidden off the road.
I think Mr. Farzi has the
To,
right
to
idea.
Lucius's question that he asked me, I'll say, well, our rabbit friend and our wolf man friend helped me out a bit. Or
Mhm.
not, sorry, not our wolf man friend. Uh, it was
The
you
not
over
so
there,
musically
Dunce.
inclined
the
one.
man with the drum.
Mr.
Dunce.
Dunce. Nice meeting you as well, miss. What's your name?
Henrietta.
Henrietta, nice to meet you.
And this is
Mm.
Frank.
Um, who? I'm
You-
just like kind of looking around, just seeing.
You see this little red pseudo dragon flying. next
Oh,
to you.
now he appears. He appears.
He's been there the whole time.
You just can't hear him talk.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you can hear him. You just
Oh,
he doesn't physically talk.
okay. I'm dumb. My
So
bad.
that
I
voice
thought.
that you heard in your head telling you to shut the hell up, that was him.
Oh, okay. Well, it's nice to meet. What was your name again? I'm so sorry, sir.
Frank?
Frank. Nice to meet you, Frank. Okay. Uh.
Did the captain have any money on him?
No.
Any other valuables or items of note?
Yeah,
There-
can we search the cart for anything useful?
Make an investigation check and make an investigation check on his body.
Also, is the cart like covered or is it just an open top thing?
It's an open top, but it has like 3-foot sides on it.
Okay.
So I got a 14 on the investigation of the cart.
And a 19 investigation on the body.
Besides his shield and his war pick, he does have a key on him. And what did you roll on the investigation on the card again? A 13?
14.
14. There's a component. So like as you're kind of like leaning back, kind of like investigated the entire cart. You don't really see anything. You're kind of sitting in the front, and you kind of lean back and you hear this click. And you kind of look down and there's a compartment behind you.
Okay, well, I'll open it and see what's inside it. Pray it's not trapped.
Just like a small wooden crate.
Okay, I'll pull it out and open it too.
Inside there are two bottles that are kind of like reddish in color, and then there's one that's like this thick kind of green color.
Ooh. Can anyone identify that?
Yeah, I mean, I'll show it to the whole group and say, I found this. I don't know what it is. And as much as I would like to drink it to find out what it is, that seems like a bad idea.
All right.
And I found this, and I'll show everyone the key. Did you find any locks down there?
I mean, I would assume the key is probably for our chains, but I didn't find
Yeah.
anything else.
Can I test that out? I just go over to like one
Yeah.
shackle of the chains,
Put
lock it, and then see if the key opens it.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. I need a survival check from both Rook and Emrys. Advantage on Emrys.
When Dietrich did that thing with the key and the lock, Henrietta just heard Frank go, "Well, this guy's a genius, isn't he?"
22, right?
Would Rook also get advantage since she's tracking a dwarf?
Yes, she would.
Okay. Let's see. How do I do with advantage? Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Where? Oh, roll. 20.
All right. You using his smell and you kind of understanding, kind of running back down the road where the priest was, realizing it. And I assume you guys are running off to the side of the trail. Probably like 2 miles down, you guys hear the sound of like the goat clomping coming from the road.
Wait, so the goats ran ahead. I thought this
I'm gonna
guy...
veer off into the woods, like to the edge, so we can see. Are you okay with that?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I thought the priest would be behind us.
You guys did go behind
So
you.
did I.
But these sound
Sounds
like
like it's another cart.
Yeah. I wish I could send a pigeon ahead. Can you outrun these goats?
Right. Can I outrun them?
Probably.
Okay. So do we want to
So-
wait for them to go past and see if it is the same goats, and then catch up to everyone up ahead?
I think that's a good plan. That way we can make sure it's like another cart or a cart or an ambush or anything like that. We can figure out what's going on.
Mm-hmm. I mean, if they're goats running full tilt, which is what I'm hearing, they're not trying too hard to be stealthy. They wasn't trying to be too stealthy with us either.
I can't really communicate back with her. That was more above game.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Because like I can't speak.
Yeah.
So it's literally I'm in the woods just with you on my back, just like growling.
Can't Rook talk to animals?
Yeah, she still is. It hasn't been an hour
Yeah.
yet. She still has speak with animals up.
It's 10 minutes.
Oh, I thought it was.
But
an hour.
I have another spell slot, so I can cast it again. It
Okay,
seems
yeah.
important enough, so I'll just cast Speak with Animals again while we're making
Okay.
this little excursion.
Okay,
Boom. Then we were talking that whole time.
Yeah.
Clears it up.
perfect. All right. So after about 2 or 3 minutes, you will see another cart kind of start to come up out of the darkness. from how far from where you guys can see, it's another cart.
Should I turn around and run back?
Yeah, we can't take these guys, just the two of us.
All right, so then I'm going to turn and I'm going to book it back to everyone.
Back at the cart, the shield, the war pick. We have the shackles. We have the key.
And this red and green potions.
Yeah.
Or liquids, I guess.
Who's got the most extra carrying capacity?
I mean, I suppose I could just hold on to him if you'd like.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, you held on to that captain pretty well, so.
And you don't seem likely to pull anything.
Thank you. And I just
It wasn't a compliment.
Oh. All right. Okay. Well, sure. And I just take the potions and just put them in my pack or whatever. They didn't even take our packs. Like, they are incompetent. My word.
How
They
long?
did take off your
till
packs. They
tonight?
were next to your bodies. I just assumed you guys would pick them up when combat was over.
Oh. It's even funnier.
Yeah.
How long until sunrise?
Probably like 3 hours at this point.
And how much like lead time? How far ahead of the cart are we able to make it back to the others? How much time do you think we have to prep?
Probably about by the time you guys get there, probably about 9 minutes.
Okay.
Is there anything else the group that is back at the cart would like to do?
Have we gotten a short rest in back at the cart, or has it not been long enough?
By the time combat starts, it will have been an hour.
So we can take a short
I
rest?
will say short rest
Okay. Nice.
for
All
everybody
right,
who is
well,
back at the cart.
if we're gonna take a short rest, then I'm gonna pull out my drums and bang them so well that everybody can regain any extra hit points of a 1d6 if they need to.
So that's anybody who heals hit points with a hit die.
Correct. Yeah.
That's an extra d6.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I'm guessing
How would that?
Not you two, correct?
Yeah, that's what I figured.
Right. How would that affect my wolf?
Yeah, I was gonna say his wolf is there.
His
I
wolf,
can play.
his wolf
I
can
can
roll
play
a hit
something
die.
that his wolf would jam to.
His wolf can roll a hit die.
Okay.
That is correct.
He's back to full health. Thank you.
Yep.
I just wanted to double check on that.
Yeah.
Yep. I'm also back to full.
Cool.
Yeah, me too.
So as this is going on and he's playing his little song, Emrys and Rook will come back.
Thank you for letting the warlocks take a short rest.
You're
We
welcome.
appreciate it.
And then
I didn't
when,
use any spells.
It'd be
It
rude
means
not
nothing
to.
me.
when
Do you
we
get-
get back
do you
my
get your-
wild,
Is there a
I was
lemon?
gonna ask, do you get your healing dice back on a short? Ew.
All right.
when we get back, my
Roll.
wild shape drops
Correct.
because it's been an hour
Correct.
and I can't go in and out of it.
Rook drops to the ground. When you turn humanoid shaped again.
I'm sorry about that. It doesn't last forever.
It's fine. And then
Did you
she
find the priest? Oh, sorry.
I didn't find the priest, but we found another cart coming this way. I don't know how much
Oh.
time we got until they get here, but do we want to prep for him? I imagined if the priest found him, then they know he's coming, or they know he's here.
How straight is the road, and is the road like flat or uphill, downhill? What's up?
It is slightly uphill. It is very straight in the section you guys are in.
All right. Well, if we want, we can try to roll this cart down and fuck them up that way. Or sorry, not fuck them. Sorry. Distract their goats that way, and then we can do a surprise attack.
Yeah, just
I mean, we
both
could
of you.
also leave it here, and I can turn into a Duragar and try to see what's going on, where they're taking us from the next group, and y'all can either follow along, or if I get into trouble, y'all can jump out and attack.
I like
yeah,
that
put
plan.
s-
I could do that as
Excuse me,
well. I could
what?
also turn myself into a Durgar.
Wait,
And
you,
then maybe the
wait, wait.
two of us can go up to them and say, "Oh, they ambushed us.
Yeah.
Please."
I can disguise myself as well.
Lucius is like blinking because he just like hears you guys casually say that you could just transform into other people, and he's like, all right. I mean, all right. I guess. Yes. Okay. I guess that plan actually sounds a lot better than just
Well,
outright killing people.
were you able to understand what they were saying?
Me?
No, to Diedrich,
Oh, sorry.
when they were talking in the cart, were you able to understand them?
The Durgar?
Yes.
I have a spell for that too, actually.
Okay.
So my disguised self is just a once per day racial thing that I can just do once per day. And then I can cast comprehend languages with my one spell slot
Mhm.
when
Okay.
when it's the right time.
Okay.
I'll disguise myself as well.
Do you want me? Do you want maybe some of us to act knocked out or in chains still, or what's up?
Yeah. Do you want
Becker
to?
hides in the trees.
Yeah. I
In
mean, we can either
chains,
have them hide, or we could have them locked up, and
Mhm.
not
in
really
chains,
locked up.
in chains might be nice. We know we can get
Yeah.
you out.
Right. Well, we don't
And
even have to
more.
really attach them. We can just put it on there and make it
Yeah,
look
don't
like
lock
it.
them.
No,
Would
no,
they
no,
Well,
s-
no. Feel free.
we
No,
have the
no. Feel
key.
free. No, no,
Oh,
no.
by the
Moreover, wait. Feel free to lock me up because I can just get out. I don't need a key.
yeah. By the way,
I
Emrys,
can just
we
hide.
found the key while you were gone.
Hmm.
I can just hide in the woods. It might be better to just have two wolves jump out.
Yeah, I think everyone. Because I'm thinking we have two small people. I'm sorry. I don't mean
Who are
to
you calling
offend, but
small?
We have many small people.
okay, we have many small people, and I'm not very good at being sneaky. So I'd assume me and maybe Miss Henrietta could be locked up in chains, unless Miss Henrietta, you're good at sneaking as well. I don't know.
I'm not that good at sneaking, no.
Okay, then we'd probably be best in chains, and the others could be out and about and just getting ready to ambush this next cart coming in.
Yeah. I mean, that works for me.
Yeah.
All right. So how would
Can
you
I
guys like to position yourselves?
can I go off the or can I stay like over there but use Mask of the Wild to hide?
Yeah. Yep.
And I am not in doggo form anymore, so
Okay. I thought you were gonna pop in as soon as before combat started.
oh, right before combat. Yeah, if we're starting combat,
If
then
combat starts, yeah, I'm gonna keep you in wolf form so I don't have to do it. So what are the rest of you doing?
So I guess the three of us who can disguise self are in the road, and Lucius is there, chained up.
Hold up, but we shouldn't have three people because we killed a lot, and if the priest is alive, he can confirm dead bodies.
Oh no,
Because
we're gonna tell them there was a struggle. They killed some of us, but we eventually
Well, we also saw two
took
people
care of it.
fall off the cart, so
yeah,
one of us could
two
look.
pe-
We need to look badly beaten up, if nothing else.
Well, if you take the armor, it's already covered in blood.
Yeah.
that's true. Oh, someone can
Uh,
pose as the captain. Someone can pose as the captain.
I mean, we can just disguise ourselves as Duragar wearing bloody armor.
Yeah.
Oh, you
Well,
don't need the equipment? You can
Nope.
fabricate the equipment
No,
too?
yeah, we can make ourselves look like whatever we want.
Oh, sweet. That's pretty cool.
Yes. All right.
Yeah, this
Yeah,
party is
super eight spellcasters.
disgusting at charisma stuff. So it's going to be Dunce, Dietrich, and Farzu there.
So
In
I actually
Dwergar form.
can't change my clothing and armor. So was there any other Duragar bodies that we could grab armor off of, or do we want me to wear the captain armor?
There was the one that got his head bitten off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He
there's
was
still
still on the.
there's two
the
sets of
ride.
armor in the cart still. 2 bodies in the cart still.
So yeah,
Oh, yeah, plus the captain.
I'll put on one of their armor. I'll put their armor on.
Easy enough to do. And then
And above game, Lucius, did you add all the stuff from the captain to your inventory?
Oh right, I gotta put that the potions thing.
above
Where-
game, it's 2 standard healing potions and a Dwergar sleep drought. I guess is the
Let me.
draft. I
Where
don't know
do
how to
I
pronounce it.
Where do I put that?
Usually.
Draft.
Oh,
Thank you.
inventory there.
Cool. And then Rook, where are you gonna be?
I guess question first.
Yeah.
If you wanted to actually lock the manacles, would I be able to unlock them using the key with Mage Hand? By which I mean Mage Pigeon. So I could do that
Yes.
without you guys have to free our quote unquote prisoners without having to take up anyone's actions.
Well, also if Lucius and you are the ones that are locked. Oh, I guess Henrietta's there too. I was gonna say if there's only 2 people locked up, once he teleports out, the chains kind of don't really prohibit them anywhere. It's
Well, I could
just one
hide,
person tied to the chains at that point.
but I mean the chains still suck. But yeah, let's see. And do I need line of effect or line of sight? I guess I would probably need to see what I'm doing to unlock a lock.
Oh, are you talking about doing it from like the woods still?
Yeah,
Okay,
because
never mind.
I can
That's
do it.
fine.
Well, I need to be 30 feet away, within 30 feet.
Can I move a little bit closer to them as well, so that I'm within like a sprint distance but hidden?
How much is your movement speed? 45 feet.
45.
Yeah, you'll be there with 45 feet. You'll be where
Alright.
I'll move Dietrich where you're gonna be. You'd be there.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yeah.
Scaling's kind of weird sometimes.
It is, yeah.
Yeah, so is there a good spot I can get like partway up a tree where I'm just within 30 feet of the cart so that I can unlock Henrietta in a pinch?
If you want to get up into the tree with a couple minutes you have left and like crawl out onto this branch, yeah, you'd be within 30 feet.
Okay. And how high up the tree am I?
That's about 25 feet up in the air.
Okay. Cool.
Anything else as you guys cast Disguise Self and get your armor on?
We should get our story straight.
Yeah, I mean, who wants to take the lead on the talking?
Gonna be the captain.
I'll let you guys surprise me.
Yeah, I mean, I just put on normal armor. I didn't put on the captain's armor. So if somebody wants to disguise with the captain armor, that would be fine.
Oh, yeah, make sure
Rock,
we hide the
paper,
bodies
scissors?
too.
I think we've hidden the bodies already. at this
Okay.
point.
Yeah, I think it would be okay if there were some bodies.
Yeah,
would
but we
say,
need to hide
"Oh,
the captain's body. Or
They overpowered us. We managed to subdue
we should
these
also
2, but
we also might want to damage the cart, but that might be a little bit too late. I guess the goats are gone.
So
Yeah.
who's the other one that can do disguise self?
it's me, Dunce, and you.
Yeah, but I don't do disguise self. I mean, my
Yeah, you just
Rachel-
change your appearance.
yeah. I just become a Duragar wearing the same clothes and everything that I was currently wearing. So I actually have to change gear into be a normal Duragar, so I can't be the captain.
Dietrich, do you want to disguise self as captain?
Sure. If we
Oh.
if we make sure to move his body first.
Yeah, I was gonna say we probably should. I
It
mean,
would
we
also
strip-
it would
we
also I
stripped
think be
them.
fine to say like, "Oh, they killed our captain."
Yeah.
See?
Oh,
And we're
that
the
might work,
survivors.
Of course, we
That
took
might work
all
well.
we stripped him, so we'd have to explain that.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, I think just pose as the captain, and if things go to shit, we just strike first.
So we'll try to hide the captain's body,
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
and then I'll disguise self as the captain.
Okay.
Did
So
we
you
want to
guys,
have did we want to have a signal to send to them that we need help?
I can make dancing lights.
Okay. I was just
Wait.
thinking ahead.
Hold up. There was only one priest. Everyone else was like a big burly guy. If we do dancing lights, they'll alert that one of us isn't like burly guys, or one of you guys aren't.
I'll just take out a torch and light it,
Yeah.
and then like when they get close, I can start waving it. Or
Well, no, I
something
meant
like that.
as a signal in case things go bad to come out of the woods and help us. So that
Oh.
way.
Yeah, at that point, it doesn't matter what they think of us because it's probably the jig is probably already up at that point. So you can cast dancing light. We can do whatever we want for the
Right.
signal, just as long as we can all see it. So dancing
Right.
lights works for me.
Yeah, it
the
wasn't.
signal for us.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
It's a signal as in, oh crap, things didn't go right. You know, we're fucked. Let's not
Understood.
die.
Sounds good.
this at this point, you guys will see off in the distance, in the darkness, coming out of the darkness, 2 goats pulling a cart. It slows up as it comes within about 15 feet of you. And for Dwergar, oops, will hop out.
So with comprehend languages, I can't speak Undercommon, but I can understand it.
Yes.
Do you still want me to do the talking?
Well, then no, probably not. So then, well then, you disguise yourself as captain though, right? So you would probably still need
Yeah.
to do the talking.
Okay.
Or pretends you're hurt.
Yeah. So I'll just sort of be grasping my side as if I've been wounded, and I'll go up to them and say, "Oh, we're so glad you're here. The prisoners woke up and ambushed us, and we managed to subdue these two, but our goats ran off."
Kind of look at you sideways.
That's a lot nicer than the captain. Out of character.
How did you let them defeat you, Captain?
It wasn't me. It was my stupid men.
We're your stupid men, too.
Well, I hope you're better than the ones that were in my cart.
All right.
What were your prisoners doing? Anybody waking up?
You had the prisoners, we had the cargo.
Oh, okay.
How did you not remember that?
I'm not a very smart man.
I know we say that behind your back a lot. I didn't know you were that self-aware of it.
Oh, I'm a very stupid, very self-aware man.
All right, well, with the goats gone, we can help you move the cart. Maybe track down the remainder of the prisoners. I assume some got away, but some are still here, and then maybe make it before sunup.
That would be helpful, getting this cart out of the road at least.
Yes.
And I'll sort of yank on the chain to get Lucius and Henrietta to come down off the cart.
Okay. Oop. All right. So which way did the others go?
I look both ways into the woods and I point in the direction that they did not go. And I say, I think they ran off into the woods that way.
All right.
Shall a few of us go look for them and the rest of us work on moving the cart?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I'll say, Captain, do you want me to bring the prisoners onto the cart with the working cart?
Yes, very good.
Okay, so I'll take them towards that cart then.
Okay. All right. No, let's move the cart first. They can't make it much into the woods in this darkness.
This one and I will stay here and help with the cart. Why don't three of you go look for the prisoners? They went that way.
Persuasion or deception?
I kind of feel like this whole thing is deception, but it's up to you.
Roll deception then. Okay.
That's a 25.
Kind of. All right. All right, we can do this. We'll go look for them, and they kind of run off to the side. And then this one will go get the goats and unhook them from the cart and start walking them to the empty cart to move it off the side of the road.
When we get into the cart, I'm gonna unlock the chains on them,
Okay.
and we can start looking in the cargo cart, I guess, for anything useful.
Okay. And I assume you had Frank with you and unlocked Frank as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, if Frank's there, I'm definitely gonna unlock him. I don't want him yelling in my head insults.
Okay.
So, what is this roll?
Investigation.
Got it.
Yeah, I got a
It's an
15 on the investigation for the cart.
Easy enough.
18.
The chests
Yeah,
are
18
locked.
for me. Chests are all locked. We could ask the Mr. We could ask Mr. Farzu about it, but he's off. We'll deal with that later, I suppose. Hmm.
Guess
So
I've got about 5
looking at
minutes for him to get the cart off the road.
so
Once the sorry, as soon as the goats are hitched up to our cart,
Yeah.
and so these other three Duragar are off in the woods,
Yep.
in the wrong direction.
Mm-hmm.
As soon as he finishes hooking up the goats, I stab him in the back.
Okay. Roll an attack with advantage. Because that is definitely a sneak attack.
21
That'll
to
hit.
hit.
That'll hit.
Is so surprise round. So this is auto crit.
You an assassin rogue?
Oh no, yeah, you're right. That's just assassin rogues.
Yeah.
Yep.
Sorry, bud.
That's 10 damage.
Okay. As you stab him, he is going to let out a scream. You have no idea if the other Dwarg are here, but Rook and Emrys and everybody definitely hear it. Yeah, it's super.
I reach around.
Yeah, you're able. It's super brief, but it still get a little bit of it still gets out.
Okay.
So Brooke watching the road, does she see any signs of anyone invisible moving around? God, that's gonna be like, I mean, she's looking anyway, but she's just looking for any signs of like footprints in the dust or
Make
weird
a
noises.
perception check.
Okay. Does this count as tracking? Probably not.
Technically, but it's more perception than survival.
Yeah, so it is a 21.
Not that you see.
Okay.
When I hear the scream, I'm gonna peek my head outside in the direction that we sent the 3 off to, and
Yeah.
just keep an eye out and
Hey.
see.
See Dietrich with his mouth over the door. Durgar's trying to like bite his hand to get out.
No, the into the woods. is
Oh,
where
into
I'm
the
peeking.
woods.
Yeah, so that way when they come, I can throw up. Like if I see them coming, I'm gonna throw up dancing lights to alert the guys in the woods.
You do not see them coming back.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep looking, and if I see them, then I'll use a reaction or something to throw it up.
Okay.
Mm.
The Dwergar is going to try and stab behind him to get you with his sword, so he's going to roll a disadvantage, and he rolled a nat 1 on the second die, so it will miss. Dietrich.
Can I do a magic missile to him?
Okay. Are you guys in the cart doing anything at this moment?
I am not.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm still watching the woods. That's all I'm doing.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna do the
watching.
same. Watch the woods. I think
Yeah.
that's a good call.
Okay.
Another 10 damage.
Another 10 damage. He's looking pretty hurt at this point.
Jesus.
Anybody
Dietrich.
else doing anything, or should I finish him off?
Finish him off.
Finish him.
Yeah.
So this is no longer with advantage?
Fatality. Yeah, it's no longer the
Is
advantage.
this okay? Then I'll.
Fatality.
Yeah, no, that's fine. 15 to hit.
That will just miss. Gotta
All right.
break out and then miss you with a 15 of his own. Wait, 15 hits because you don't have your shield on, or do you have your shield out?
I do have it on.
Okay, so he'll
So even
miss
though
with a
I'm
15 of his own.
So yeah, disguise self is like I don't. My form doesn't physically change. It's just like an illusion. So I'm
Yeah.
still holding the shield, even though he can't tell that I'm holding the shield.
Yeah. So he kind of blade bounces off the shield, but to him it bounces off of nothing, and he's like standing there confused, like what? Looking in bewilderment.
Should I try again, or does anybody else want to?
Farzu, technically Farzu's next.
You missed. How did you miss? Another magic missile.
Okay. Finger guns.
For 11.
11 points of damage.
Yep.
Jeez.
That is more than enough. The last one kind of strikes his head and cracks his neck, and he goes limp and falls dead.
I hope they didn't see the magic missiles.
I'm still since I had my hand over his mouth, when he goes dead, I'm still kind of holding on to him.
Mm-hmm.
And can I, as quietly as I can, just drag his body over into the woods to the right?
Yeah, make a stealth check.
16.
Okay. You did a fairly good job of not letting his feet touch the ground and dragging him as you carry this body into the woods and dump it.
And then, yeah, when those other if those other three guys come back, I'll just tell him that we finished up here and he went off searching to the other side.
Okay. They're still not back.
I'll climb up into the cart with the others.
Okay.
Wait, did we move that cart off the road yet, or not?
Well, we have the goats hitched up to the other cart.
I'm gonna quickly check the pockets of that one that we just killed.
Okay, roll investigation.
Well, while he's doing that, I'll tell Dietrich we should probably move that cart out of the way and get him hooked back up to this cart.
Would it be quicker to just take the chests?
It'll be a 13.
I
Um,
probably can't lift him.
He just has inside his coat pocket has another key. That's all you find on him.
And I'm gonna go see if this key works on those chests.
It does.
Oh, yippee! Hey guys, look what I found.
All right,
But
All
well,
right.
let's
But I
check
say
your
it kind of in a zero tone. Can't seem to.
Super quiet.
Super quiet, super down, just kind of monotone. I need to practice.
Lucius tries to like whisper anything inside. What's inside there?
Like the first one that I.
You
Yeah, the
stick your
first
key in
one.
it, and your hand gets stuck to it. And it's a minute.
Just-
You open it up, and inside is just this kind of box of rocks.
Ooh, rock. I like rocks.
Ore? Is that ore?
Kind of has a little tiny shimmer of blue to it.
Ooh.
Okay, I'm still watching the woods for when those guys return.
I would
What-
try to investigate, but I don't want to break the illusion of us being, locked up and stuff. So I'm gonna just stay.
I
Do you see
unlocked you
anything?
guys once we
He
got
unlocked
inside
you guys
the
already?
room.
Yeah, but we're trying to act like we're
No,
chained
but
up
you're.
still.
Oh, I know. I'm just saying you're in the cover of the wagon, so that's why I went ahead and unlocked
okay.
you here.
True. Do you see
We still
anything?
just have the one key, so.
Do you see anything, Dunce?
No, nothing's happening yet. At least I can tell.
Are they taking a little? Is it just me, or are they taking a little too long?
Do I see? I've got a little bit of a higher vantage point up in the tree. Do I see any movement in the brush or anything that Do I have a bit of a farther sight line?
You have a better sight line because of where you are. Not necessarily farther, but it is better.
Okay.
You don't see anything. It looks like they actually ran off into the woods to search for these things. To search for you all in the wrong direction.
Oh wow, they really worked this shit.
They rolled 3s.
Oh dear lord! Oh
That's my
my
25 deception.
Yeah.
man, they are not smart at all. Okay,
For lack
fuck
of a
it.
better
Let's
word.
open these up. Let's see what's going on.
Every single one has
Yeah.
this bluish ore in it.
I would like to. What kind of?
Being
If
a
this is
deep
our-
gnome, would I not know this? What it is?
Oh, that's true.
It's mithril.
Mithril. And I'm the only one that would know this, right? I believe.
Yes.
And I know mithril is. I just start murmuring to myself, Robert. Robert.
Are you okay,
Robert.
Farzu? Farzu, are you okay?
Robert.
Oh, you-
I try to go to Farzu and try to like snap him out of it. Are you okay, dude? Or are you okay, Farzu?
I look up.
You say, dude.
It's mithril.
Raw mithril.
And Dietrich gets just like this really devilish, mischievous grin on his face when you say mithril, and it's like, I like the way this day is going.
Interesting.
Do
How
you
would
think
they
there
have
may be more of
mithril?
it up ahead
What?
where they were taking us?
It's
There's more of it
possible,
up
but
there.
but they might be sending this to process. Why would wait? Why would they be? How are they getting this mithril? The
Who
Rhine
cares?
port is closed.
I don't care how they're getting it. I just want it.
Hmm.
Well, we gotta still take care of the other 3.
Well, we should pack this up in our
Should we-
backpacks for now, and then we've
should
got
we
that other cart.
bury
Let's
it?
hit the road.
Should we
Hmm?
Wait.
take it out and bury it somewhere?
No. Take it
I
out, put it
don't-
in our backpacks.
Mithril's heavy.
It's the opposite of heavy.
It's the
Oh,
opposite.
it's the opposite. Oh,
Adam-
never mind.
Adam-
I'm sorry. I'm stupid.
Above
I'm just,
game.
like, in-
Absolutely doesn't know that.
Above game, adamantine is the super heavy one. Mithril is the super light one.
Okay.
That's
So
why
Mithril's okay.
Yeah. That's
I-
why
I,
adamantine
like-
you can't get crit in.
Oh, okay. Okay. Huh.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yep.
I'm gonna start. I'm gonna start
Wait.
shoving it in my pocket.
Okay.
So do we want to go forward or back? Because going forward means this is where the mithril is going, but going backwards is where the mithril came from.
But it
Well, if
also
we
means
go-
we're probably going to run into another cart if we go backwards.
True.
Probably. If we go
But
back, we
It's
could
almost
sell.
daytime. I don't think they would
You've
be
got it.
moving this.
You've got about an hour before daylight at this point, yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
there's an hour before daylight. I don't think they'll be moving such high valuable things in daylight. They're not
If we
that
go
stupid,
back,
are they?
if we go back, we
It's
can
not
go
what the
back to
captain said.
Rhineport and sell the mithril we have. But if we go
Well, there's no
forward,
money. There's no money in Rhineport. Rhineport is, or at least unless we go to
Right.
the
But
rich district.
Rhineport is a city that would let us get transport to whatever city we want to go to sell
Shh.
the mithril we have.
They're
Or if we
blockaded.
keep going,
Mhm.
there might be more mithril.
Tempting.
I mean, I'm curious as to why they tied me up, knocked me out, and sent a bunch of invisible assholes at me, so I
That's
would like to
true.
go forward.
Visible? What?
I
Yeah.
will choose.
I had invisible guys. I don't know about
This
you
is
guys, but
This is clearly too smart for my. This is clearly above my intelligence. I'm sorry. This is me saying this in character, by the way. It's like this is clearly a bit too heady for me. I will go wherever you think we're going. Dietrich, what do you think? Forward or back?
I say we
I'll choose whatever you go.
double down and see if we can get even richer.
Let's do this.
But that's just the gambler in me.
Oh,
well.
no, a gambler.
Well, you know what they say about adventuring and the adventurer's life. Go big or go home. And I'm not going home.
yeah, I mean,
I'm
I want to know why they
Darker.
two invisible guys that decided to knock me out, tie me up, put me in a cart with a bunch of goats, and send me up this way.
Yes, I would like to find out who's responsible and bang a few heads together, but
And take
if I
their
can get
things.
rich in the process, that would be
Mhm.
ideal.
Yes.
Are you guys gonna move the chests to the other cart?
I think we'll just take the mithril and put it in our backpacks
Yeah.
and leave the chests.
Okay.
Yep.
So they don't necessarily know something's up.
You can relock the chest too, and
Yep.
Yeah.
maybe there was only one key and they couldn't check it.
And
Okay.
the other guy had the key. So they're like, well,
Yeah, and then we could all just go sit in the woods while they do all the work and then just follow them from a distance if we need to.
or we could just get on the other cart that has goats hooked up to it now and just go the rest of the way.
I
we
think
control
Dietrich's-
these goats?
Yeah. I think we go with the goat idea. Just
So
go get the cart and
just for reference, if you guys want to add the custom item to your inventory, 10 pounds of mithril is worth 150 gold.
Ooh,
So
goddamn.
how much did we get?
There's about 100 pounds in each chest.
So
I
we
can't
have about
carry
800
100
pounds.
If you want to take all of it, yeah.
So I'm gonna, after having noticed nothing going on, shapeshift back out and come down there.
I hope you like
So
carrying
have-
mithril.
we have
what's
we have
what's
12
going on?
Hang on. So we have 12,000 gold worth of mithril. Assuming we can carry all 800 pounds.
I don't know how much you guys can carry, so
I
We'll
can
do-
fit maybe another 40.
I have it written down, so we'll do the math and crunch it after session.
I mean, if it's
okay.
that
Okay.
much, then we'll probably need the cart with the goats to move it all.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a
I
good
think-
point. Just bring it all over to the cart with the goats and
Yeah.
let's
We'll
get
just
going.
move the chests.
Okay. Because that will take you about 5 minutes, because the chests are not, they're 100 pounds each. It's easy enough for, Dietrich and Lucius to move a chest at a time.
Brooke's
Alright.
gonna she struggles really hard when she sees chests full of shiny things, but she's gonna keep an eye out on the forest.
Okay.
Just continue to keep watch from her tree.
Can I look I look out through there where they went.
Okay.
I have a 120 foot of dark vision.
You still guys do
dark-
not see anything.
Oh fuck!
He really convinced them they went
Oh.
that way.
Convince the shit out of them.
Yeah.
Christ.
Dude, charisma is the most, I think, one of the most underrated skills in D&D because there's stuff like that.
I think
So if you
John
guys...
long
I did my job for the session.
You did.
Yes, you did.
So somebody with animal handling would need to guide the cart with proficiency in animal handling.
I have proficiency.
Okay.
Or I can do it.
So you guys can either both. You guys
I
can
can
either
do it.
you guys can of the 3, 2 of you can roll, or 1 of you can roll with advantage.
Who has the best? I have a +3.
+5.
Oh god.
I got a +5, but I'll stay up in the tree and
Okay.
keep watch.
Okay, because they're getting ready to go. So that's what I'm saying.
Hmm.
Okay.
Oh, you're saying I should get down from the tree?
Yeah.
I'll
guys
look over it. I'll look over at Farzu and just say, like, why don't you pop those lights or whatever it was that you were gonna do.
Oh. Boop. Pretty lights.
21.
Okay. It's easy enough to kind of undo the goats and start to get them going down the road again. All right.
Well, it would seem that we're rich.
We're not rich yet.
I'm going to hear that and turn
Party
one
pooper.
driving the cart. Rich? What do you mean rich?
We have about 800 gold. No, just kidding. We have about. I'm sorry, I was gonna pull a rogue thing. That's not Lucius' character. He said 1,200. Yeah, like we have about 1,200 gold worth. of
12,000
gold.
12,000 gold worth of mithril, and yeah, let's double down and make more.
All right.
What do we even need the money for?
Whatever we want.
Rude.
Look, Emrys, if you don't need the money, that's fine. I'll take your share.
No. We can split that share.
No one takes anything from me. Deal with my wolf if you do.
I mean,
Just
imagine this, Emrys.
kidding,
You
man.
get gold,
I wouldn't.
and then you can get a nice set of treats for your wolf. Would your wolf like that?
He wants a skull to chew on, I think.
Well, he can get the best goddamn skull we can find. How about that?
I like that plan.
All
we
right.
find them Droigar, and he gets all the damn skulls he wants.
Mm-hmm.
Say, Emrys,
Yes?
are you a poker player?
No. I don't even know what
Excellent.
poker
Do you want
is.
to play for money?
No.
Lord.
I'll use that to buy skulls for my wolf instead.
Worth a try.
What is poker?
Oh, only the best game ever invented.
Oh,
Dunce,
dear
you know
Lord.
what you know what poker is. The
Teacher,
card game played
teacher.
in saloons and bars.
Yes, I'm aware,
Have
but
no shame,
I
my
was
good
running
man.
a scandal here.
Don't do it on the poor, do it on the rich. Or do it on them once we get the money.
I was just gonna go after
You
his
said we's
share.
rich, though.
Well, not yet. We still have to find a buyer for this. And,
Wow.
double down, make sure we can get some more mithril. But, we'll see what...
Rook's gonna take a nap while we're traveling.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, if you guys want to take another short rest in the cart, you can. Because there's about 2 hours to your destination.
I'm gonna sit back
You kind of...
quietly.
I will take you up on that short rest. Because
Yeah.
warlock problems.
Also, because you guys were unconscious for several days, you are not fatigued. and will not be for a little bit of time. Is
Ooh.
there anything you guys want to do on your 2 hours? In your 2 hours besides short rest?
I guess like
think
just
I
try to
was-
figure out how much carrying capacity we have between
Yeah,
us.
yeah, yeah.
'Cause I think it would be better to travel with the mithril rather than leave it in the cart when we get to wherever we're going.
How long
True.
of a ride is it?
2 hours.
All right.
I kind of start asking around. So how did you guys get kidnapped? Because Diedrich, I kind of get a feel for your story, but like, how did everyone else get knocked over the head? I assume everyone got knocked over the head by a big hammer.
I didn't see what hit me. It was all invisible.
Yeah, there was the Invisibles.
Oh, I saw a interesting creature, and then
What?
got hit. Oh, what was?
You're cutting in and
You're
out.
cutting out. Yeah,
Oh,
I can't tell.
sorry. I
It's the
saw an
voice.
interesting creature, and then I got hit from behind.
Was it in front of a house, or how'd you find the creature? Where'd you
It
find the creature?
was on top of the house.
Oh,
Can't remember what it's called though.
interesting.
So I remember you saying I knew what it was.
That's a Dwergar.
Drogon.
So it was.
Yeah, I also saw one of those on top of the house.
Hmm,
Don't know what hit me though. It hurt. Left a bruise. Then
see. Emrys, Miss Henrietta, Miss Rook, anything?
So polite.
Sorry.
I saw the job application, and although Frank told me I definitely wouldn't get the part for the strong employees, that maybe the hardworking one would be okay. And
Hmm.
then he checked when we got to the place, with his dark vision and stuff, and he told me it was okay, and clearly he was wrong.
What about you, Emrys?
I don't even really remember. I was walking to a house about a job, and then the next thing I know, I was yonked out.
So everyone was knocked out for. Actually, Miss Rook, what's your story?
Found the place from the ads, and I hid up on the roof watching it to see what would happen. I saw some poor sod show up to take a job. One of them scaly guys, blacksmith. They came out of the barrels and knocked him out, dragged him inside the old abandoned house. I was trying to get away, and they followed me. I don't know how many of them there was. There's too many.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
so if you don't mind me asking, and not to be rude, but who are you people? And what were you doing in Rhineport? Did any of you know each other beforehand? Or are we just a cartload of random strangers?
I think a cartload of random stranger does it, because I've never met anyone here.
well, I haven't met anyone either.
It lives in
I don't know any
Rhineport.
of them.
It lives in Rhineport. There was weird stuff happening, and I don't like weird stuff in my city, so I was checking it out.
Hmm. I was told the same thing, that weird things were happening. Hmm. I had a
I
sneaking
heard a thing
suspicion.
or two, but I was only in Rhineport for a few hours before I got whacked on the head.
They probably weren't aiming for us specifically. They were just looking for individuals to kidnap.
It'd been going on for a couple weeks. Job postings, and then people just disappeared. Skilled types, like the
Mhm.
blacksmith.
And it's Dwergar, so that's interesting.
They disappeared the folks when it was raining or during the night. Because I talked to the pigeons. They keep an eye on the city. I got eyes everywhere, and they didn't see anything, or not much. Just the folks in the cloaks. What they were wearing, like the ones we beat up. So I
How did
think
I
it was all these Dwergar.
I have an idea. Wasn't there a reward posted for bringing back these missing people?
Yes, there was. There were multiple rewards. As far as I'm aware, there were just everyone was posting rewards.
Are
Well,
you
maybe
trying
if
to
we,
bring ourselves back from the land of the missing for a reward?
well, maybe if we find the rest of these people and bring everyone back, there will be a lot of money in it for us.
I think that'll be good. I agree.
Yeah. Help
I was looking into
others.
these disappearances in the first place. I hope. I do wonder. There are two theories in my mind that's going on right now. One, we came from a mine, or at least some location where the Dwargar are mining using slaves. Or the second theory is that these mithril were somehow smuggled or stolen from the south, and they're being smuggled up to up somehow through uh, Rhineport, or maybe past Rhineport. I don't know. Maybe they're just using some sort of uh, trail that the Dwargar use. Whatever the case is, I do hope that we find what we're looking for. Best case scenario. I'm sorry, I'm rambling. It's a bad habit of mine.
I've seen worse bad habits, friend. And I
Lucius,
am sorry. I am sorry for calling you a virgin. I'm sure you've had just lots and lots and just oodles of sex.
no, I've never had it actually. You were strikingly very uh
Unfortunately, on the
insightful on that
nose.
matter.
I'm just
And
sitting here
I just
driving the
I
car.
put a hand on Lucius's shoulder and just whisper, "Bro, I know I was right. I was giving you an out."
Oh. I didn't know. I was
It's okay.
I just thank you.
I'm just looking back as this conversation's going on, completely like, what the heck?
By the way,
Brooke needs an
Oh,
adult.
wow.
after 2 hours, you guys come to carved into the side of this mountain these statues, Dwergar, but with these kind of like black skeletal wings holding out swords. Two counterweight gates. The gates are closed as the rams slow down and stop.
Okay, that's very intimidating.
guess
I
this is
assume
our
we've
stop.
gotten. We've wait. Have we? How do I say this?
I think we should have
I'm
stopped
so
sooner.
sorry. Like, how far off did we see this kind of like?
It came
thing?
up on you very suddenly, like you kind of went up. The road kind of finally started to turn, and as soon as the turn was complete, like the blind turn, like boom,
Mhm.
open.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Maybe I should
Oh,
disguise myself again and the rest of you
yeah. Let's be quick about
pretend
it.
to be prisoners?
Yes.
Worked once before.
I can't
I
disguise
mean,
myself again.
I
I
can
can.
still
Or
I
no,
still can
sorry,
be
I can't. Never mind. I
well,
can
I
only do that
can.
one once a day.
So is Dunce gonna hop in the front, and the rest of you are gonna fake chain up.
Oh,
Okay.
this is gonna end poorly.
All right, make an animal handling check at disadvantage. Or do you have proficiency with animal handling or no?
I have half proficiency.
Yeah, so not disadvantage then. Freaking bards, man. Freaking
I got
bards.
a 12.
That's easy enough. After you guys sit there for a minute, Dunce kind of hopping in and being a Dwergar, you kind of looking around. Gates slowly open. You gonna go inside?
I kind of whispered to the back. Y'all want me to go inside?
It appears to be the only way forward.
All right, let's go. Giddy up.
Goody up.
And they'll pull
It-
their.
Can I, before we go in, kind of minor illusion myself into like look like a chest?
I'm not sure that how minor illusion works. Is it?
You can minor illusion a chest, and then you can put yourself inside the illusion.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit. That's cool.
So,
I
yes.
didn't know you could do that.
But, like,
So yes, you can do that.
but, like, that illusion won't be movable.
No.
Yeah.
Oh,
Let-
and sorry, before we also go in, I can do a silent image in there of another Duragar
Okay.
to act as a guard, just in case anybody looks in there and sees a bunch of unguarded
Easy enough
prisoners.
to do. As you hear footsteps approaching your cart from the staircase on either side. And that's where we'll leave it for next week. Woo!
Quite exciting.
Oh yeah.
Exciting.
Right. First episode heist.
Yeah.
What's funny is you think you're keeping it.
No, there was no thinking there. Lenny might, but not me. No.
Alright, we're gonna raid a
I would say Dietrich is more imagining than thinking. at this
channel we
point.
have raided before because they're playing Vampire Requiem, and I love that RPG. TTRPG.
Ooh.
Oh, nice.
So we're gonna go raid, once I get it open, Dork Tales. So we'll see you guys next week. Bye.